maybe a little one. What follows is a work of fiction. Any semblance to comedy, intended or otherwise, is purely coincidental. The views expressed by hosts do not represent the Pod Topic podcast or its hosts. Hell, if they are drunk enough, the views probably aren't even shared by the host that said them in the first place. You have been warned.
I am the Queen of France, and welcome to the Pod Topic podcast. I am your host, Tom. I am the Queen of France. And with me, I have other hosts. We have Beth.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
And we have Taryn.
No one inquisitions the Spanish expectations.
Nice!
Like it. On this podcast, we have several pots, pull topics out of them at random. The topics have been supplied by our community and hosts and a website. We'll get to that later. And we discuss bullshit for about 2 hours whilst drinking vodka.
It's the vodka. Yeah. What? I can't even read that. Stolichnaya.
Stolichnaya.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're doing vodka and fruit juice today.
Yes, because Beth hates whiskey. So we decided to get some fruit juices and some vodka on her recommendation.
It's summer.
Yeah, there we go.
Go on,
so
Beth.
Go on,
Show us the crack.
You get to pop it, nice.
Oh.
Pop it like it's hot.
Do you know,
It's been in the freezer, it shouldn't be hot.
after all the drinking we've done together, Beth, I'm surprised you should have difficulty opening a bottle.
There we go.
Oh, you did hear it.
Disappointment.
I had to put it underneath me top to open that.
It is a hot, sticky day. I'm not surprised your hands were slipping. It is the 28th of August, 2017. The podcast will be released on the 2nd of September.
Sorry, that was a bit much.
That's
Good
right.
luck.
That's how you vodka, isn't it?
Yep.
Vodka.
So we got ice, we got vodka, we got juice. Well, that was too much.
And Taryn's going for the cranberry,
I
ladies
am
and
going
gentlemen.
for the cranberry juice.
I think I want some mango. We'll have some
Fuck
mango.
it, I'll have an apple then. An apple.
Apple juice and vodka.
Any fruit juice and vodka. Oh,
Right,
we've had
okay.
a spillage.
It's already going down. Oh.
Okay, we may have given ourselves too many props.
Nice professional beginnings. That's what we like to see. Cool. All right.
So, I actually quite like Stolly. I know it's one of the bargain basement vodkas, but
But I don't think I've ever had a vodka that didn't just taste like vodka.
that's the beauty of it. But there's different levels of turpentine with vodka. There's either a smooth or it's going to rot your fucking tonsils out.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a very subtle difference between this is nice alcohol, but to be
that's a
fair,
lot of
all you can
nice
really say
alcohol.
about it is saying alcohol, and then as they get worse, it's like this is acceptable to that was a mistake.
Right. So, who wants to go first with what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks or month or whatever?
We haven't had Beth on in a while. Let's hear how Beth's doing.
Can you move your microphone
I
for any
certainly
face?
can.
There we go.
We are.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I've not been for ages. I do apologise for that. Got a new job and a new house.
That's why you've not been on.
Hey!
Yeah. Yeah, it's obviously, it was extremely stressful doing them both at the same time. But hey, grown-ups have
You
to do these
it.
things. Yeah.
And moving in summer. Lovely.
Yeah. That's what I've had to do for the last decade. Every single time it's been, obviously you get to
Tenancy,
that.
yeah,
The tenancy ending and stuff like that. But it's lovely living with two rather visually stimulating people. And obviously my favourite person, Hal.
He's not one of those.
And a cat.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I completely forgot
what's
there's
the
going to be a
cat's
cat
name?
now.
Coco.
Fucking copycat. Hey. Because our family cat's called Coco.
Yeah, and she looks like Nutmeg as well. It's very strange, our old cat. But yeah, it's absolutely lovely. And I will never, ever take for granted a good shower ever again, because our shower in the last place was dripping into the flat below.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
really?
Basically could either have a shower where you go, turn it on, all right, turn it off, put the shampoo on, put all your business on, put the shower on, and turn it off. So having a shower that really works is, so nice. So nice. And our lights in our bathroom turn on by just moving your hand underneath them. Very posh.
It is, however, vaulted ceilings, so it's quite hard to do that.
Yeah, I'm well enjoying it, and I'm absolutely loving my new job. So yeah.
Wicked.
Cool. What is the new job?
New job is kind of looking after marketing campaigns and box office for jazz and contemporary music.
Oh, okay.
Very
cool.
nice.
Anything else going on?
Not really. That's just been my life.
Cool.
It kind of takes over everything, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, it does. Right, do you want to go first?
Oh, yeah, actually, first thing. I need to throw in a correction.
Okay.
Because I've been, I think on a couple of episodes, I've thrown shade at Vice.com. The Vice news
As have I.
Yeah. Being that I was under the understanding that Fox now owns them. And
Weird.
They have a 5% stake. I got like I caught myself having the conversation again and realizing, do you know? But this is one of those things that I haven't looked into properly. And they just own a 5% stake.
I mean,
they're probably
Fox own a high percentage. They own 6% of me. Like all my toes.
Foxy.
Yeah.
So just quick correction on that. Other than that, well, Tom, I think last time we started an episode, we hadn't done anything because we were in the process of just about to do everything. So the first thing that happened was another fucking marathon 12-hour D&D session immediately after the podcast.
12 hours.
Yeah.
Do you get like takeout and stuff?
Yeah,
there was
always
pizza.
get pizza.
There was pizza and there
Something
was
you can hold in one hand while writing with the other.
There was pizza, there was sleeping on the floor, and there was acting. There was like actual role playing this time, which was cool.
We got
Nice.
really into it. That was really fun.
There was a scene where I didn't expect the party to go. It was like, oh shit, now I've got to play like a deeply traumatized girl in a sanatorium rather. I was like, okay, cool. And so just like, it was Tom and another of the players trying to kind of get any information they could out of this poor thing. And it's like, right, okay, cool. Well, I guess I've got to act it then. I just fucking went for it.
To be fair, you got a lot of experience being a 12-year-old mental case girl.
She wasn't 12.
How
She
old
was
she?
married.
It's D&D world, though.
It's true. It's
It's my fantasy. No, that was really good because that was me.
It's set in Savylvania.
Trying to talk very gently and comforting to Taryn, who's playing a woman, and it was just like, this is really weirdly creepy, but it's working.
I had to keep, like, it worked for the character not looking at, making any eye contact whatsoever, unless absolutely, like, something vital came up. But it helped me as well, because, like, the second I had, like, a glimpse of peek at people looking at me, doing this, it was like, oh god, look away, like, oh no, this is weird. But then, like, at the end of the scene, like, you got the information, well, some information, and I looked up, I was like, okay, cool, right, what's next? And just, like, came to, and everyone was looking at me, and then I got an applause, which was, like, really sweet.
It was really good.
Oh, it's actually quite nice. Whilst
Yeah.
holding a pizza, you can't, it's hard to get in.
Oh, this would be pre-pizza. this was shortly after they spent an hour and a half doing a shopping trip, which is quite impressive for boys.
Yeah, that's when I got through half a bottle of the Magnum of red wine that I brought with me. I was tipsy.
Yeah. So, I mean, the D&D was wicked.
Yeah.
So that you started that straight after the last recording, didn't you?
Yeah, we went
literally
straight
jumped
there,
in a car and drove to Reigate and did it.
which was, it was cool. It was a, new thing for me. This is unbroken ground in my campaign. Stuff I hadn't really thought about before. So that was fun. And then after that was ArcTanGent.
You're very bangy.
Yes.
High energy. So ArcTanGent, 9 out of 10 Wood Festival again.
Yeah, I knew you'd love it.
See, this is the thing. I mean, I've done a few festivals. I've done like a number. I've a spread of festivals. They've not all been the same. And for the longest time, Boom Festival was just like, well, it's not even a fest. This is something else. There's something ephemeral. I actually may have had more fun at ArcTanGent than I ever had at Boom. There's something about ArcTanGent that I went talking to strangers, which I don't do.
You
wasted.
need to do that in festivals. That's
Yeah,
like
I
my
know.
favourite thing about festivals.
That's like I don't care for it at all.
Oh, love
I'm
meeting
literally
people.
there to listen to the music and hang out with my mates.
Oh no,
And meeting new people doesn't really interest me. Although we did meet a couple of really awesome guys.
That's why it's quite nice. I'm
Kitch
guessing.
and Eric.
Kitchen. Oh yeah.
Shout
We
out
met them
to
on the
Kitchen.
first night, and we just kept bumping into them and making recommendations back and forth.
But that's the good thing about ArcTanGent. I'm guessing it probably wasn't as much as it wasn't bigger really than when I went like 3 years ago. It's probably about.
It's tiny.
It's 5,000.
Yeah,
It's 5,000 header.
Oh.
First of all, it's tiny.
it's tiny. It's like
That's more than I
wicked.
thought it was going to be, but it seemed like you
410.
just saw people again and again and again,
Yeah.
and you kind of made a little like family with them almost.
Yeah,
Seeing
yeah.
them like, oh,
That's
you're just
cool.
going to go to the food? Yeah, let's go.
you kind of end up going to the same tents as everyone you've met and had a chat with because
Yeah.
they have the same music taste as you.
Who was the highlights?
Well,
Okay.
Oh.
I have a list of every band we saw, and I've written notes to keep it short and snappy.
Nice.
And please interject if you agree.
Go for it.
So Nordic Giants was the first thing we saw.
Oh my god.
8 out of 10 were Giant again.
what kind of music? was
English post-rock.
Go for it.
English post-rock duo, big visuals. Like, we were stood
Nice.
in the middle of this tent, or just one side, whatever, and we were like, this is a really long intro. Like, they're playing a video, and we've been stood here for like 15 minutes waiting for the band to come out. At which point, a lovely guy behind us-
I turned to you. Just go. Is this like the band equivalent of a DJ set?
it? Right.
Because it was just like
VJ.
there was short films that were on in the background to the music.
Yeah.
And then
It was lovely. The music was lovely. But
this dude standing behind, immediately behind Tom and I, just kind of leant forwards and said, "Oh no, that's their thing. They're on there playing now. They just don't have their lights.
You can't
on
see them. And actually, when we went on tiptoes, you could see like these black boxes with like white tracing paper, and you could see the outline of them.
Oh,
and
that's a nice
they're
idea.
behind the tracing paper, wearing masks as well. Like they're so not there.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, thank goodness you saw them live, because that's got to be better than even just listening to the album, getting the full effect.
Yeah, it was incredible. The music's fucking lovely.
Yeah,
bit
absolutely
post-rock.
blown away by Nordic Giants. They were the definite highlight of Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the other band we saw was Russian Circles.
Which
Middling,
you know, whatever.
6 out of 10 maybe.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I guess.
They were Chicago-based post-rock duo, as their Wikipedia page said. So
yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, everything I'm saying you can put under the category of post-rock, pretty much, or
alt
math rock.
or math rock or some noise.
But now,
Little Doom.
the next fucking day, we started with a showstopper. Alpha Male Tea Party.
Fuck
Alpha
me.
Male Tea Party. 3 dudes from Liverpool who do like an alt indie kind of sounding. I wouldn't call post rock, like math. There's a bit of math in there.
it's pretty posty. It's just it's instrumental. It's like the indie influence is obvious, but it's like they've taken an indie song and then turned the fullness up,
Yeah.
and it's a
War of like the
Yeah.
most glad to listen to music. It's so happy
Pleasant.
and yeah, like it was really uplifting music. And then
super fun, like bopping down the street.
and
silly
every
riffs.
one of their tracks and their albums actually have stupid fucking names. There's one that says, "You eat hummus, of course you listen to Genesis." That's a track name. No, my favourite one is "No one had the heart to tell him he was on fire." They're really funny. They were on stage just having a laugh. They were just
Did they
joking
do
with the
banter?
crowd.
Yeah, in between.
Just like
love that.
yelling at each other.
Brought
like,
a choir on
"Oh."
at the end, which was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
all their mates came out and did like a choir singing behind them right at the end because all their
Wicked.
stuff was instrumental apart from that one track. And they, to be honest, other than their first album, because I gone back and listened to it, there's very little lyrics at all.
Yeah.
Very good. They were 10
Means
out
they
of 10
can
for me.
kind of call
Bought the t-shirt.
the tracks anything they want. 'Cause-
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And they really have gone all the way with it.
yeah. We'll play you some after the show. They're wicked.
I want to
they're-
hear the
they're
first guys as
fantastic.
well.
Frontierer.
Frontierer.
I've heard of them.
So they're
Oh,
like
God, I can't
metal
remember.
math rock. Really aggressive, like bit sugary, like genty.
Oh yeah,
But like mixed with, I guess, like hardcore. Sort
See,
of
that sounds
stuff over
interesting
it.
to me.
It's really
Yeah.
good. It was good. 7 out of 10 I gave it.
was it Frontierer? Was that the one with the girl on drums and vocals?
No, that's Brutus.
That was Brutus. Yeah.
No, yeah, they were very sugary sort of sound
Mm-hmm.
with a very hard, aggressive, like hardcore influence. So it was cool.
Oh yeah. So by the way, if anyone's looking for new music, to start taking some notes because these
Yeah.
bands were incredible.
We'll pop it in the show notes or something.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get through this because I've got 2 pages. Bosk were next.
Bosk were Bosk
Of
were great
course,
fun.
named after the Trandoshan bounty hunter from Star Wars. Mm-hmm. So they're
The
British.
snake-looking dude, isn't he? Bosk?
Yeah, Trandoshan, lizard people. British post-rock, pretty twinkly, but then it has this massive big kick of, like hard as fuck metal every now and again. So it's like...
A little bit of metal.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
lovely,
A few
pretty
iron
post-rock and
filings.
then fuck off. No, very good. God is an astronaut.
Worth the price of the ticket alone.
Everyone probably knows them as well. Irish post-rock band.
See, yeah.
Electronica, techno sort of sounds.
The thing is,
and-
when you listen to them, it's like it's absolute space rock, and
Yeah.
like you listening to it at home.
That sounds a
it's
bit
just,
cheesy.
it is.
It's
like
one of those emotional acts.
the sound and the style is a bit cheesy, but they pull that particular cheese off splendidly. Live,
Like a G-string.
Yeah.
Pulling right off.
live, they kind of turn up it's a bit more powerful than that. Live, it's a completely different story. It is, oh my God, what a wall of sound that was. I'd waited a decade for it, and I was not disappointed.
So if God is an astronaut is a wall of sound, the next band was a fist up your arse of sound, which is horror spelt with 9s instead of R's,
Yeah.
which are a hip-hop experimental
Ooh, that sounds
American
good.
band.
But they were doing quite a lot of their punky stuff when we were seeing them. It wasn't quite the bits
Well,
I
that's
wanted to
the
see.
thing. Like, you listen to their albums, there's a track of like dirty, grimy, bassy, experimental
They were
stuff,
probably...
and then the next track will be hardcore punk from the 70s, and they're really fucking good.
Yeah.
They
are
were probably
fucking amazing.
cherry picked the songs they thought would appeal to the math rock audience.
Nope. Nope. They were punks through and through. They just went, fuck off, burn this cunt down. They just went so hard, and they looked amazing on stage, their outfits.
Yeah. And once again, that's horror with the R's replaced with 9s.
Yeah. Give them a look, definitely. 10 out of 10 for me. Converge. Shit. Absolute wank.
Convert. Oh yeah, that was the one that everyone
That's
was
one
like
of the bigger-
super
yeah.
excited about.
That's one of the bigger pulls, I'm guessing,
Yeah,
of the
that-
festival.
We went to go see
were
them.
they one of the headliners, weren't they?
Yeah.
Got to be.
On the second day.
Oh.
So then, at that point, it was pissing it down. Like, it was a really wet, muddy festival. Really wet and muddy. And
It was warm that weekend.
yeah, it was warm as fuck. We were sweating in our raincoats whilst trying to keep dry.
It was
I guess I was
at the
in a
beginning.
completely
It
different
was
place
quite
because it's
wet.
near Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah.
That second day was horrendous. I got soaked fucking through
Yeah,
listening
but
to Converge.
sometimes you just have to like that. That's another thing about festivals. If it is just absolutely like tipping it down, just make a joke out of it.
Oh no, absolutely. But when we were listening to shit music at that time,
Yeah.
it was just like no. I got
Bit of
like a
buzzkill.
bit pissed off, and I went, "I'm going." And then Taz turned to me and went, "Oh no, we'll go over and see the other band." I was like, "I'm wet, I'm pissed off, and I don't like this music.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the tent."
I mean, there's a period there of I don't really remember exactly what was happening.
Just
Yeah,
as it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
festival.
But I mean, I remember Converge. I don't remember leaving Converge. The next thing I remember is Heather and I are actually at the front of the next band, Worried About Satan,
All one word.
who were amazing.
Oh,
by
hang
the
on,
way.
I've heard them before.
Yorkshire
were
two-piece.
yeah, they were great live.
Glitchy
But it was
techno
just me.
Yeah,
somehow
good.
Heather and I were at the front, just holding each other up, just going, "You guys are really, really good."
Yeah, I didn't see them. I'm kind of kicking myself for that. But at that point, I was just like,
You wouldn't have
done
liked
today.
anything
I'm
that
done
day.
with today.
Yeah.
Then we started off the last day with Boss Keloid, which is kind of like the stonery influenced metal, really. It's the dude with the amazing voice. He sounds a little bit like Kill Switch Engage frontman or the Silas vocalist.
Vaguely remember. Is this when I was lying on the floor being quite hungover?
Well, yeah, it's the morning.
Yeah.
Do you think they're good enough to play to our stoner doom?
No.
Queen over
I
here.
don't mean like stoner rock. I mean like all their albums and stuff is sort of weed themed.
But okay.
But their songs aren't really about getting stoned.
Right.
They're just very relaxed, chilled metal.
I was going to say because it's I don't like the immaturity of if it's just all about weed.
No, it's not.
Like Cannabis
No,
Corpse.
it's beautiful music. It's really good.
Is cannabis? Sorry.
Cannabis Corpse.
Oh, Cannabis Corpse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Anyway, let's push through this because
Yeah, sorry.
it.
I'm interested. I'm sure our listeners would be too.
Oh, I'll play some later. Tosca, which is sort of like prog rock 3-piece instrumental stuff from Brighton. They were really good. I've got all their albums now.
Cool.
Very good post-rock stuff.
Don't remember.
No, I gave that 7 out of 10, that one.
Cool.
Next big one. Now, we weren't in the tent for this because we wanted to just sit back and relax and chill a bit in the sun because the last day was sunny as fuck. It was lovely. The Physics House Band was the next one.
Oh, they were cool. Yeah.
Definitely give those guys a
like
listen.
the Physics House Band.
Brighton experimental psychedelic prog with the saxophone.
Nice.
And so many different synths on stage. It was ridiculous. They were brilliant. Definitely got all their albums as well. Lost in Kiev was a bit of a surprise for me, the next one. So they were the French guys, I think. They were French, I think.
Yeah.
And they were sort of like proggy post-rock spoken word stuff. That must ring a bell with you, the spoken word stuff.
Lost in Kiev? No, unfortunately not.
Absolutely.
Because there was another spoken word band there that we didn't get around to seeing them. They were, never mind, sorry.
Very pretty, dark, sort of noir-y, sort of metal-y stuff. Lovely. Next up, one of the bands I went to go see, well, the reason why I went to the festival was the next band. Big Lad, aka Shitwife.
Yeah, they were
no
great
idea
fun.
who that is.
Oh, they're fucking amazing. So it's a British act, programmer and a drummer. That drummer doesn't stop. He's like drum and bass, speed drumming all the way through it. And the programmer is just like fucking nailing the air.
Again, thank God you saw them live.
Yeah.
So that's got to be like so visually
They
amazing.
have tracks like, what is it? Golf GTI.
Well, no,
tracks.
no,
It's like fucking
That's
pounding.
Shitwife though. Like, 'cause
That is
like,
Big Lad.
Yeah, I know. But like
That's
the
changed the
stuff
name.
we heard at the festival was very different to the Shitwife stuff we'd listened.
No, they played
Otherwise.
those songs.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, fair enough.
They
Still
played.
putting my shit together.
They also played, and the crowd went fucking mental when we realised what they were doing, because there was this big, and the programmer grabs the mic and goes, "Come to daddy," and just covers Aphex Twin perfectly. It was so well done with live drums and everything. It was
Wicked.
fucking great. Yeah, big fan of those. Next up was Brutus, which we've just mentioned, which is a 3-piece from Norway, I believe. Very, very punk rocky. Well, rock.
Yeah.
The fucking drummer is also the vocalist and front woman.
See, that's got to be fucking difficult.
She
You're
is
moving that much.
powerful, and she's so self-deprecating as well. She's like, "Oh, thank
Which
you
is
for coming out and seeing us. There's lots of other bands here that you should be enjoying instead of us." It's just like,
shame.
no, we're here to see you.
Yeah.
What was
She-
the crowd? Were
she
the
shouldn't be
crowd
self- the
responsive?
Crowd were
and-
loving her.
yeah.
Shouldn't be self-deprecating because she just beats the shit out of Phil Collins. Just on every level.
Her voice is just so filled with pain and angst and screaming. It's like, fucking amazing.
You're going to have to make a mixtape of all these.
Yeah, we've got to get through this. We're at 20 minutes already. Boris were next. And they were playing their heavy shit, and I was loving it.
Oh, man.
No one was loving it.
That
so
fucking it slowed the entire festival right the fuck
when it
down.
took 3 minutes for them to play 2 notes, you know that fucking Boris are in session.
Did people just like melt away from the crowd?
Oh god, it was amazing. No, we witnessed one person walking away from the tent, turning around and screaming at it. Just play some music.
We are.
Your friends.
The best moment for me, and I know Johnny, who was also with us, was the point where they kept pumping the smoke machine in between beats of the drums, right? So there's the drummer. There's a drummer there and holding up a stick in the air and then puff of smoke and then, hit the drum. Boom. Puff of smoke. Holds the next hand up in the air and it's a bigger stick. It's like got a bigger, what they call it, not dampening.
A beater.
The beater,
The
yeah.
beater.
So he's got, exactly. And then goes, boom, puff of smoke. And then when it clears, he's holding up a fucking gong stick. Right? And behind him is a fucking gong. And just turns around and smacks the shit out of it. It's just like, me and Johnny are like, fucking wetting ourselves laughing because we've both seen the exact same thing. Oh, it's incredible. Yeah, that was Boris for me. I think didn't really fit the festival, but I fucking enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great fun.
Next one, we were calling Tricot Do you want to know something? We've done a distrage.
Oh, is it Tricot?
It is Toriko.
Kimmy's knowing face.
Toriko. I've written down the pronunciation. Toriko.
Okay, cool. Fine. Whatever.
This was the band I went to go to the festival.
Hi.
To see.
My name's Thomas. Oh, I know it's spelt like Michael, but it's pronounced Thomas. Like whatever.
They were fucking incredible. They destroyed that tent. They
were. Oh, yeah.
So they're Kyoto 3-piece, plus a session drummer. Incredible, tight as fuck, indie sort of influenced, math rocky, funky.
Everything. I mean, the way I summed them up is it's like 3 very talented Japanese girls had a look at indie music and went, yeah, no, we could probably fix that.
Actually, you know what? No, it's not indie. It's like math rock and then like post-punk revival smashed together. That's what it sounds
right,
like.
Okay.
That's exactly what it sounds like. Then we had Tesseract.
Yeah, Tesseracts were great fun.
From the
Which was
King's 5-piece.
It was actually, I was really happy to see them live there because I'd seen them live when Beth, you and I went to see Devon Townsend, and I couldn't make out Tesseract at all. The noise, the sound design there was awful.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. People were leaving as well because the sound was so bad. Kentish Town Forum sorted it out.
And when it's a band,
Islington Assembly?
That was the Apollo. Hammersmith Apollo.
Doesn't matter. Fucking have to say, ArcTanGent sound engineers are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I think they have to be for that
They
kind of
are
music.
brilliant at their job.
Like, you don't miss a thing. There's like not
incredible.
a single...
Especially with a band like Tesseract where it's got that kind of, they go from ambient to fucking gent in a fucking millisecond.
Yeah. You make out every single note, the delineation between the instruments and like as a whole.
Clean
It's
and harsh vocals and yeah.
My favourite act at ArcTanGent were the sound techs. They were fucking incredible.
You should have gone up to them because they would have really appreciated like a compliment. Probably.
I mean, I would never be in a state where they would just be like,
take it on.
oh, okay, oh, nice one, mate. Yeah.
Because normally people don't think of that.
He was going up to bartenders and going, oh, I really like your shirt, I want to buy it for my girlfriend, where'd you get it? I got it at a thrift store. All right. And then walk off. I witnessed that.
Oh, cool.
That's all right.
He was fucked. It's brilliant. Oh, that's all right. No, don't get me wrong. It's hilarious. It's brilliant. So if that was the sound engineers are the best, I'm just filling this with segues. I'm so good. My worst one, 6th.
Oh, that's a shame.
6th were a disappointment.
It wasn't so much their noise. It wasn't so much the fact I don't really like 6th. It was the fact that they kept screaming at the audience, what the fuck are you doing? Get moving. Bear in mind, we've been at a 3 fucking day festival and it's towards the end of the day and the 3rd day and we're all fucking knackered. Nah. We've all come to see you. Treat us with some fucking respect. So I walked off because fuck them.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Also,
you don't do that
6th were the only acts we saw where there was blowing out of the sounds. It was the singers.
Yeah, because he kept telling him to turn it up because they couldn't hear him. It's the reason why we can't fucking hear you is because you keep telling them to turn it up and you're drowning everything.
Yeah, just blowing out the system entirely.
6th were amazing when I went to go see them. They supported, who sings To Be? They supported someone and they really, really tore it down. They were absolutely amazing. So it's really, and that was before the breakup and remake-up. So I don't know if they're just like flagging now. I don't know.
No, they've just always been shit.
I love 6th, but that's a
let's
damn
wrap
shame.
it up quickly with the last band, which ruined their albums for me because they were so fucking good live. Explosions in the Sky.
Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that either.
It was the last day. I was pretty much wasted. We were all a little bit while we were watching them because we couldn't move watching them. They were just so incredibly good.
I mean, so Explosions in the Sky, I've been listening to them on and off for like, again, about a decade or so. And I listen to them when I want some like instrumental, something a bit post-rocky, but something nice and twinkly and light.
Yeah.
So.
And you don't want to just go to Bonobo every time.
Yeah.
Live is a completely different story. It's absolute nonsense what they do live.
They keep fucking swapping instruments every 30 seconds. Like, literally.
The wall, and also, the wall of sound is just
and
palpable.
The lights and the show, and it was
amazing.
And watching a rhythm guitarist who's just done his solo jump from the guitar to a synth and then to a drum kit during the same fucking track. That was incredible. And he was so good. He was standing up at a drum kit, just banging the fuck away and then jumped to a guitar. It's like, fucking right. Oh, God, no, but it's ruined the albums. I can't listen to them anymore. They're just so empty.
Yeah, it's just not the same. There's one thing you missed out, Tom, which is, I think, line of the festival for us at the time. Was we'd gone from one compound because we weren't really feeling on the band. And so opposite was, I think it was Hemmelbestoner. And I was so, oh, well, I mean, these guys aren't as good as we expected. So let's go check out Hemmelbestoner because I seem to remember liking them. And as we got closer, we'd gone from the first band we listened to, it had rained. And on the walk there, the rain had ceased and the sun had come out. And so we get to Hemmelbestoner, discover that it's actually pretty fucking sludgy. And we stop there going, oh, yeah, this is all right. And the guys behind us, in front of us, turn around and go, oh man, doom's no fun in the sun, is it?
Fantastic.
Oh,
So,
I'm glad you have fun.
That was ArcTanGent. I can't recommend ArcTanGent enough.
No,
Get over
it's
to
so
the
good.
UK.
Do you think do they do the thing of buying tickets for next year cheaper now?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it
yeah.
stops the end of this week, so get
Do
on
you
there now.
think? Do you think you will go for it again?
Next year I'm going to Boom.
Ah,
So that's a consideration now.
Yeah. But ArcTanGent is now always going to be a competitor.
oh man,
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I really, really enjoyed it when I
Yeah.
went.
It's great.
Okay, so I'm going to put a preface to this episode and say, like, if you don't want to listen to us bullshit about music for ages and not really tell you what it sounds like, then maybe
I found it
skip ahead to
interesting,
this
and
one.
people can look it up if we pop it in the notes and
Yeah,
stuff.
there we
So
go. Cool. All right, then.
Cool. So other things. So for me, the aftermath of ArcTanGent was pretty severe. I mean, I also had the Monday off. We got home on the Sundays and I had the Monday off. And, rather than seizing the opportunity for like, oh, hey, I've got a day off, I went full dickhead. And,
Yeah, you did.
I went absolute full dickhead. And on the Monday was top 10 hangover. Definite top 10 hangover. When I woke up, like, colours were flashing
ouch.
constantly.
That means you have not looked after your body.
I had not, Beth. I had not. I had
I've
eaten
had that before.
for once. But you know, obviously, I don't. I just drank far too much and for far too long. So yeah, and like everything was constant pain. So I got through that day, and then had to go to work the next day, starting at the bookstore.
Oh yes.
So that was. I mean, that was an existential shift. That one. That was just me. Fortunately, there was somebody else in who could handle like moving books around. So I spent the day. I spent the day behind the till, or the morning rather, behind the till, regretting everything. Like right back to the moment of my conception. Just nothing but
regret
the
that too.
purest, darkest regret. But by that point, the hangover, I guess, kind of finished, but I was still like utterly in bits, and I had to go into work. And the week before, we'd lost our dude who was doing automation. So I was to be doing automation for this week, but there was a couple of days grace where I could learn and whatnot. So Tuesday, I was expecting, cool, it's fine. I'll get in. It's going to be a long day, but when I get into work, I'll take it very slowly, and then I'll be in the dark of the show, and I'll get to watch someone do the plot. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, I'd already sort of watched someone do the plot, but there'd been a festival between then and now. So that was all but obliterated. So when it came to actually the show, the guy above me, Gav, he comes over and just says, cool, so you're doing it tonight, yeah? Are you Taz? So, hang on, what? Am I not just shadowing tonight? No, I mean, I'll double check, but like, I'm pretty sure you're like taking over and you're being shadowed. Which, he came back saying, yeah, no, that's the case. At which point I just went, oh no. And it became a matter of just, okay, this cue sheet, I'm going to have to I do have someone here to ask, and I've got a cue sheet that theoretically works. I know how the system works. Oh God. And so I spent the next 2 days just running off pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday though, in utter bits because not only was I hungover,
you still going to work?
The hungover had, yeah, absolutely. I had to because we didn't have someone else to do the automation. I had to be there. But like, not only was it like a crushing hangover, it then bled over into just kind of, not cold, but the sort of cold-like symptoms you get when you're properly run down.
Achy muscles.
Yeah. So I was as good as ill. So just Thursday and Friday were a mess. Were an absolute mess. Of me being extremely uncomfortable but not running anyone over with the automated bed, which is the important bit. But, things didn't go perhaps as cleanly as they could.
We didn't see them at ArcTanGent.
But by the time Saturday rolls around, it's still not 100%, but it's like, cool, I've got this. And yeah, of course, on the last day I have to do this plot, everything goes off flawlessly.
Wonderful.
But on the way home...
Oh God, yeah, this story.
On the way home, my usual way home, yeah, I know, I'll try and be quick. Tom's just holding a clock up at me. So on the way home, usually I have to go one way, but that's closed off, so I had to go via tubes. And when I got onto the tube, I get on at a door's open, there's a dude sitting at a place with his arm across the seat next to him, so I go to sit the next seat down, and he just tags me on the arm. There's like a little kind of pitiful little tap on the arm. I just take my earphones out, look at him, say, yes, hello. So, hello, can you help me? I need to get to Stepney Green. It's like, it's
an obscure place and all.
Okay. And like the dude's obviously just wasted.
Aww.
Utterly wasted. But it's like, okay, cool. Oh yeah, no, I'll give me a sec. I'll just double check the tube map because from where I was, I didn't know exactly. But fortunately, he was going my way. So, cool. Rather than just pushing you off at a stop and then saying, sort it out, I can take you there.
Yeah.
We're sorted here. What's your name? Oh, I'm Mo. Hello, Mo. I am Taz. I sit down and immediately I'm greeted with some party type people who've been out for something with glitter on their face. And at this point, they're smiling at me. I thought encouragingly. I think now it may be knowingly.
Yeah.
So I sort of spend like the first part of the journey sort of figuring out exactly how I'm going to do the route, explaining to Mo how we're going to do it. And then having a chat. Oh, it's like, yeah, no, I've just come from work. You've been out drinking? Yeah, I've been out drinking. I've been Waterloo. So it's very, very drunk. Turns out, do you know what? I'm not actually going to say like his profession. I don't want to, I don't want to nail him down too much, but he works in a hospital.
Okay.
And he does good work. That helps people and whatnot. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. I stop, we get off. The dude grabs a pole and literally melts into a standing position. It's one of the most magical things I've ever seen in my life.
I can see it in my head.
So at this point, it's kind of, all right, cool. I'll just take you to the central line. I'll walk along, carry on talking. And it's like, it's very like, I'm a little annoyed that he's just spitting constantly.
Ew, I hate that.
Yeah, I hate it as well. But like the dude was wasted. Fortunately, at some point we were approaching a dude in a high-vis jacket. So I just sort of said, "Oh, hang on, dude, stop spitting, or they'll tell you off." At which point the spitting stopped entirely, which
genius,
fine. But we got talking. He like, it started going a bit. Yeah, I don't know. So at some point he asked me, who am I living with? I'm living with my girlfriend? It's like, yeah, I'm living with my girlfriend. Living with my girlfriend and 3 of my besties. How about you? Oh, I live with my wife. Oh, cool. So we start having a chat about, he and his wife. Oh, they've been together a year. They've known each other 3 years. So what was the wedding? The wedding, oh, it's this particular culture. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And like, what are those weddings like? I was like, his response was like, our weddings are complicated. Follow me on Facebook. You can see the pictures. So, okay, right, fine. That's all. Just quickly breezed on. Sort of go past where I had to get a train and then on to the next line. And at this point, what was the? So as we're going upstairs, there's a point where he's going like, thank you so much. He's been thanking me constantly. He's like, thank you so much.
Well, thank goodness he found you.
And at this point, he goes,
still be out.
this is a miracle. It's not off. It's so rare for a guy who looks like you, referring to me, to help a man of, and he describes the faith. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, that's all right. I mean, I'd tell you to pay it forward, but you help people with your everyday life. So, just take this one as
Payback.
This is payback. So don't worry about it. Get him to the train. Right, get to the platform. Train is just pulling in. Perfect timing. I might even make my train. So it's like, cool. There you are. Take this train, Mo. It's 2 stops. You know where you are now? Yeah, I'm in Bank. It's 2 stops down the way. That's cool. All right. I was like, cool. All right, goodbye. And I just gave him a quick hug. As I tried to pull away, I got pulled in for a second hug. It's like, oh, okay, he's an affectionate guy, he's drunk. That's not a problem. That's fine. And as I pull away again, it's like he clasps one hand all between the fingers, like the other hand is now grabbing my ass, and I get kissed.
Whereabouts?
On the face, on the lips. It's not like big open mouth thing, but the dude is, I know, he was very, gelatinous.
You said you weren't going to describe his face.
He did, however, smell quite nice, and his lips were very soft.
When's the wedding, my
It was just like, oh God, this is when it's like, okay. And so it's all pulled back. It's like, okay, very good, but your train's right there. You need to get on the train. It's like, you took my number, yes?
Oh,
yes.
My God.
And then, which is weird. That's never, actually, no, I have once in my life had someone just lunge at me unexpectedly. No. Okay, no, this is the third time.
You weren't going to bring that up on the podcast.
No, it's 3 times now. But this one was perhaps the most unexpected at all, because I wasn't actively flirting with them or giving any signals whatsoever.
I mean, we shouldn't laugh, because things like that can spiral out of control.
Yeah,
really horrible,
so
that is pretty
my
funny.
initial thoughts were like, shit, right? I could see how that would, I mean, to me, that's quite funny. That's a story to tell.
Yeah.
But had I been in any way vulnerable,
exactly,
that would have sucked.
That would have been horrible.
That would
he could have pulled you on the train or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thought was having described his family life with his wife. It's like, oh, dude, you're in for such a confused life.
Yeah.
Difficult. There's going to be problems, and because of that, there's probably damn. I hope you sort it out.
That's right, mate. You're not that memorable. We won't.
No, I shouldn't think he would.
Tastes like Taz.
And there was one more thing. Oh, fuck it. No, that'll do.
Yeah, all right,
that'll do.
And that was the longest intro sequence ever at 40 minutes.
Oh, no, we reached 40 minutes for the cum story. Pocket full of cum.
Oh, no, that's true.
And that story was worth it.
Yep. We hope you stuck with us through that. Let's get on with the podcast. So, Beth, you haven't been on for a while. One from the hosts, one from the hot pot.
Oh.
Is that your topic?
No. This isn't the host pot.
That is a host pot.
Okay.
What
Well,
does it say?
to be fair, Captain Sickbeard is way more of a host than I am.
He's now a host.
CSB is now host.
You're right,
And
Dom?
I still haven't met you, Dom. Are you all right? How are you?
How are you?
What can hosts cook well?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can do pretty mean lamb on the bone, particularly shank.
That
and
must
shoulder
take
and shit.
hours.
Nah, it's all right. I mean, because if you cook it, if you rub it with salt, honey, and garden fresh rosemary.
Oh,
Can you say it slower for me?
If you
Come on, Nigella.
if you rub the lamb with crushed salt, honey, and garden fresh rosemary.
Sorry, I just need a minute. I'm thinking about Nigella.
and just make sure it's covered while it's roasting.
Such
I mean, you
soft
basically can't go wrong.
Sweet.
You can't.
Who taught you how to cook? Did you just figure it out? Me.
My mum gave me the basics, the basics being
Boiling eggs.
how to make toast under a grill, and how to make scrambled
Someone
eggs.
need to be. Someone I can't remember who it was, but
it
someone was
does.
like, "Oh, you haven't got a toaster." It's like you can put it under the grill. I've never used a toast. Well, I have now.
Millennials.
But I just don't
Luddites.
understand. Anyway, carry on.
No, go for it.
That's my personal gripe.
Yeah, no, it was my mum who kind of technically taught me how to cook. I mean, yeah. So she just kind of taught me the basics of, okay, here's how not to fuck up things under a grill. Here's how not to fuck up things that you're frying. Here's how not to fuck up things that you're boiling. Here's not how to fuck up things in the oven.
It's no actual like highbrow stuff. It's how not to fuck it up.
Yeah.
If
It's just skimming along the surface.
You've cooked it too long.
Racist.
Iron coming in. Yeah, no, so like, Mum kind of taught me the basics of like how not to burn the place down. And from there, it was just a matter of like,
She was doing damage control at that point.
trying to, I think what it was, it's like, how do you make scrambled eggs, Mum? Like, okay, I'll tell you.
Do you know people do that in the microwave?
Perverts.
Perverts. Fucking Geneva-ass war criminals.
That is criminal, isn't it?
That's just wrong. It's just,
And it
oh my
ruins the
God.
mug. You have to leave it soaking for about 5 years.
Although I have had, there's a certain way of doing bacon in the microwave that actually comes out.
Bacon in the microwave?
It comes out annoyingly crispy. You would not believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hang
God.
on, microwaves are just supposed to heat the water that's in a product.
Well, it evaporates it all. It like does weird things.
yeah,
Bacon
but
from a
it
microwave
makes
is pretty
certain
good when
things
done
that you're
right.
trying to get crispy really soggy.
Yeah, but imagine, so you've got all that water in something that's covered in fat, so it can't escape quickly, and it heats it super quickly, so the superheated water then heats the oil, which cooks the thing.
It does go quite good.
And then your microwave smells like bacon.
And
for
then
quite a long time.
oh my God, the microwave smells like bacon.
Nigella voice again.
Smells.
And then your microwave smells like bacon.
So, Beth, I know who taught me how to cook. What's your excuse? So, I again,
Our
learned the
mum is
basics from Mum.
amazing.
Learned flavour combinations and
Our mum's
how to
an
prepare the
insanely
basic
good cook.
meals. Yeah, and taught me while she was cooking family dinner for all of us to sit around a table every night. That's what we did.
Yeah.
You clearly didn't pick that up.
No, I did the dad method of shoving every single herb that you like into a pot. And because you know, dad makes a mean mushroom stroganoff.
Oh, beef stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff. Well, yeah.
Yeah. His secret is
Dell's-
a bottle of fucking red.
And does your
does
dad do
taste
the
amazing.
classic, like,
Loads
dad
of
dish?
Yeah, loads.
Got one dad dish.
One dad dish down.
Yeah.
One dad dish down.
It is really, really
great
nice.
act at ArcTanGent as well.
But he does the same thing I do, which is what are the herbs and spices that I like and just shove them all
be
in.
fair, I do that quite a
I don't
lot.
taste anything. I just shove all of it in and everything tastes the same how I like it.
Yeah.
But I do remember being with mum in the kitchen and asking her, like, how do I make this? And I've told this story to so many people before, but I don't think I've said it on the podcast.
Go for it.
It's just the fact that mum does things the proper way, which is dollop of things and then cook it for how long,
Splash of
however,
this,
splash of
drip of
this,
that.
or cook it for however long it needs to cook. I'm like,
Yeah.
no. How much of
It's
this?
not a method, it's an instinct.
Exactly. So that's why I've never been able to pick it up, I think.
Well, no, it's just like...
I need measurements. I need timings.
No, you just do it.
I'm so scared of, I overcook all meat because I'm so scared of undercooking it. So it's always tough.
Never have chicken with Beth.
No, it is fucking dry.
I don't mean to keep ripping on you because
No,
you
I
can
understand
cook
it.
basic meals. You can
My
do
stuff I can cook
Yeah,
is good.
good.
We normally make just a big stew of things and just make a massive one so we can eat it throughout the week.
Oh, yeah, I
and
like
stuff
doing
like
that as well.
Oh, to be fair, like, stew's difficult to go wrong with. As long as you keep,
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
keep everything wet and keep it at a high temp or at a
Yeah.
good temperature
So
for a long time, you can't really
Even
go
if
wrong.
even if it's ready like 4 hours before you need to actually eat it, just keep it there.
Oh, just keep it at the lowest temperature. Just keep
Yeah.
those
Yes.
flavors ticking over.
But
Just
you
keep
can-
them.
With stew, you need to kick it up a notch, and you have to put in the time and the effort.
What you need a bang from your spice weasel. Bam, kicking it up a notch.
It's the most British version of that, but pearl barley.
Mate,
Because you got. There's a process there.
Hal and I love pear barley, although he probably can't eat it anymore because I'm guessing that's got gluten in it.
Mm-hmm.
But we bought a bag of poor barley thinking, oh, this is going to be amazing. Oh, we both love it so much.
Make up some
I
dumplings
moved
and-
it from house to house because it takes so fucking long to cook from scratch.
Well, no, you have to like prep it. You have to pre-cook and do
Yeah.
all sorts of things. Yeah.
Living with Yasmin now, I woke up to a pan of I think it was sort of like black-eyed beans or something like that from scratch. So it's been sitting there all night. I'm just like, oh, that's clever.
Yeah. Well, you
Clever as fuck.
just soak that shit overnight, and it's
I know, I just don't think of
ready
it.
to go.
Perfect, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm
it's
so
still
used to
actually, it
eating
still
day by
takes a
day.
while to cook if you soak
Really?
it. Yeah. It's still going to take you like 45 minutes to get them to like good suppleness.
What's your favourite dish that you make? Your girlfriend's immense at
To
cooking.
be fair, the one that I enjoy eating the most is, I learnt my dad's beef stroganoff, but probably the one I share most is one of those stews or risotto or...
Risotto must be very difficult.
No, it's easy.
I made it by accident and everything was just sticky. And I was like, brilliant.
It's easy. Although our mum makes risotto with basmati rice, which is just so wrong to me now. So I have to get proper risotto rice.
No, yeah, I mean, the thing with risotto is there's
starch in that rice
the
is
way
creamy.
to cook it.
Yeah.
If you try to cook it like other things,
3 bottles
you
of white
fuck
wine.
it up.
Yeah,
But as long as you know,
exactly.
like, the risotto method, it's really easy. Just bang it through. It takes no
The risotto method we're at playing at ArcTanGent as well.
My secret ingredient in most dishes is bouillon.
Ah.
Oh, fuck bouillon. Maggie cubes.
Maggie cubes are good in substitution if you've run out of bouillon. I may owe you some Maggie cubes.
You're right, Tom. This is so much more interesting than talking about bands.
So I put a little skip ahead.
Okay, I think perhaps the best, my best meal is what I like to call suckling trout.
The fuck?
There's no name for Heather.
So imagine, if you will, the dish is suckling pig.
Yeah.
Where you've got like a spit roasted pig with an apple in its mouth.
So what do you put in the trout's mouth?
So
apart from your dick?
with suckling trout.
Nice.
So step one, guys. You got to get your trout. You got to fit it for your dick.
Sorry, that's my favourite word ever.
Dick.
I think it's got 2 syllables. And a knuckle.
It's got a lot of emotion behind it.
For sure. It's dick with a diphthong.
Little hyphen in between.
Oh, brilliant.
Sorry, carry on.
Cool. Suckling trout is, so if you're preparing a whole trout to be, I tend to steam it.
Okay.
I tend to steam it, but I steam it with oil in the bag and whatnot. So, right, in the opening, stuff it to kind of rub in some, I think little bit of honey, some salt and some, pepper. And then in it, you have whole slices of orange and whole fresh tarragon. Stuff that into the trout. And then on the outside where you got the slits, again, honey, salt, pepper. And then in the mouth, you put a little blueberry. And it is banging.
Blueberry with fish?
Well, you don't actually need to eat that. It's just
the blueberry's just
You
for
mean
fun.
it doesn't take the entire
You don't eat
taste?
the apple from a suckling pig. You just eat the pig.
Oh. I've never had a suckling pig. I'm not from the Viking.
The night is
era.
young, darling.
May I say?
Have you ever had your arse eaten by a fat man in a raincoat? Trench coat, whatever. So yeah, what about you, Beth?
Oh, I've already done.
No. What do
You haven't said what you
haven't
cook.
said what
The
dish
big
you
stew things.
Oh,
Just
right, yes,
big stew
that's
things.
fair.
Okay, fair enough.
So I like chicken with tomatoes and mascarpone and like.
I suppose the chicken's not going to dry out if it's in a stew.
No, exactly. It's going to revive it, if anything.
Have you
the most garlic that I can possibly put in without
I'm with you, bro.
Fuck yeah.
fresh basil,
Yeah.
Yep.
not dried basil.
In a stew.
Oh,
Yeah,
I put basil
'Cause
and garlic
at
with
that point,
everything.
You're
Right.
doing, what's the Italian stew?
Mulligatawny.
No.
No, it's a
that's
soup.
just curry soup.
Mulligatawny soup. I can't remember the rest of the
wait.
song. Never mind.
No, that's Oxford.
No, carry on.
Your face. And paprika, I always use.
Yeah.
And
This is really
I've
sort of
been
like a
putting-
Spanish thing.
wait. Paprika or spice paprika? Sorry. Yeah.
Smoked.
Smoked. Yeah. Oh,
no,
oh
I
my
don't.
God, I love my smoked
I
paprika.
get bored of smoked things extremely quickly.
Oh,
Like it's
really?
nice for the odd, like little tiny. Like I know, like when us lot would like make a cheese board, maybe for the cheese and wine night
Fromageddon.
and
Yeah,
Fromageddon, or when we're going for a picnic or something. Someone will always buy those little tubes of smoked cheese, and it's like, yeah, I'll have like a fucking like
shit.
16th of it, and that'll be how much smoked I want.
Oh, I can eat
at
a
all.
whole one.
Exactly, I have seen someone like
Don't
eat it
even
like a
unwrap
chocolate
it.
bar.
Just
Absolutely douse the crap out of it. You can add prawns, you can add smoked sausage, maybe, but I only ever use those crappy cooked already sausages. I don't think I'll ever cook a sausage from raw ever again. just ruins cookers and ovens.
What?
Because you like you.
They
wait.
spit.
Yeah,
oil
they
and
spit
fat.
everywhere. You have to clean the fucking whole oven to get it
Well,
out.
I
properly.
clean the oven every time I use it. So no, the hob.
the hob.
Do
yeah.
the sausages
And
on
you,
the frying
and
pan.
you do realise you can just cover that shit, right?
Yeah, but the
you don't want
smell's
to.
still like the smell's still. I don't know.
Or, I mean, I don't know. Have you ever slow cooked sausages?
Yeah,
Slow
I do
cooked
it a lot.
sausages are redunk.
I will put them in a very low heat in an oven for hours.
Oh, no, I'm talking like on the hob.
So I want to get a sous vide machine.
What the
What's that?
fuck is a sous vide machine?
So it basically heats a bowl of bucket or whatever you want, water, pot of water, and then slowly cooks things over hours. You put them in a bag,
slow cooker?
submerge it in the water, and it cooks it. This apparently is the best way to do most foods.
Oh, is this? I think it only goes up to about 80 degrees.
Yeah,
and as long as you keep it there for
Hours
Yeah,
and hours
yeah,
and
yeah.
hours, and just
And
cook
then
things.
the meat would fall off the
So,
bone like fucking
I've
water.
had sous vide steak before, and this thing was cooked for 8 hours.
What? I like raw.
No.
Raw.
No.
I like raw meat.
And then,
I like rare.
so with steaks specifically for sous videing, you need to do that for like 8 hours, then take it out and then just sear it quick, either side, and then eat it. That is the most tender, butter-like meat I have ever eaten
Are they
in my entire
massively
life.
expensive?
It's no, you can get one for like 50 quid.
Yeah, please don't buy it before Christmas, please. You absolute
Okay,
arsehole.
I need to start drinking hard so I forget this conversation. Oh, I'm surprised.
Tom always does this. He's got things that he actually wants and he buys them right before Christmas.
I just buy things I want constantly. It's
Yeah.
not just before Christmas. I
Yeah.
just spend money
well,
too
then
quickly.
expect things that take up room in your house that you don't use.
All right, cool.
Oh, like the little black hole I bought you.
I love my little black hole. I've said it on the podcast.
Oh.
It's one of my favourite possessions.
And positions.
Yeah.
The black
Only with
So
my
actually,
sister.
one thing about cooking quickly, you know the whole thing about searing a steak before you cook it properly? Don't.
What do you mean?
Bullshit. Never sear your
I
steak.
don't think I've ever done that.
What do you mean?
There's this whole thing. Like, it's quite common with cooking recipes. Is that if you're going to cook a steak, or
flour
meat,
it and then...
or no intent like with meat in general, they suggest like high heat. You sear your meat quickly before
Seal
you
it.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
seal it. Don't.
It's to stop the juices running out.
Doesn't work.
No, not with steak.
It doesn't work with meat at all. Just cook it slower. Much better.
To be fair, I like all meat rare, so...
Do you think with the avenue of like all of the takeaway options that are open now that are extremely easy, plus Deliveroo and stuff like that, do you think that people are actually going to stop cooking and stuff?
Well,
No.
because it's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, because you've also got things like, was it Blue Apron? At least in America.
So
I
yes,
know
that's
there are a
true.
couple of startups.
Delivery, cook your own food.
I think even before Blue Apron, there was already one here.
Yeah.
Hal's dad did it. It was good.
It's just, no.
It's a good idea if you don't know what to buy at the supermarket. We live 5 minutes away from a Tesco's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also cooking's enjoyable. For most people,
No, you
cooking's
still
enjoyable.
have to cook it. They just give you the ingredients. But
Yeah, oh, right, yeah.
this episode is sponsored by... Fuck 'em.
Audible. Oh, completely off topic.
Squarespace.
You know, the Squarespace. Live
Fuck
well
Beats
for less.
audio earbuds.
Oh wait, every little helps. There's on YouTube. There's an advert before some of the videos. You know how the adverts have now gone to 3 seconds sometimes.
No, because I got an ad blocker.
Well, you might not know this, and you probably won't know this because you live in the same household. You probably have the same ad blocker. But there's this new advert of Stephen Fry. Literally, this is the entire advert because he didn't need to sell it anymore. Hello, my name is Stephen Fry, and I've recorded all of the audiobooks of Sherlock Holmes.
Boom! Mic drop.
It's literally the entire advert. They didn't need to do any razzmatazz. It's literally just Sim sitting in a room just saying that.
Oh, no, sold.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Right,
I think
cool.
we're going to need to buy another bottle of vodka.
I think we're going to need to buy another bottle of
But it's
vodka.
a 70, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 70 centilitre.
It is a 70, yeah.
But we are mixing it, so we're drinking it quicker. But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh-oh,
we're an
guess it's
hour
gonna
and we've
be a
done one
messy
topic,
cast.
so let's get
Yeah.
cracking.
Yeah, please, let's
So
it's
one
me,
from
isn't
the
it?
Yeah,
community, one from Sophie's chest, one from community chest.
Look at that multitasking that you
Yeah,
can't see
boy.
on an audio.
Yeah, he's pouring drink whilst pulling out a topic. That's pretty impressive.
Okay.
Must be
Unfortunately, I
damn sexy.
can't. You.
Mo would be proud.
Do you actually have Mo's number?
No, God, no. No,
okay.
anytime you brought it up, I just changed the topic.
So did you add him on Facebook?
No, there was one point where I was considering it just so that, in fact, it was on the stairs to the concourse where he needs to get his train. I was considering it just, I don't know.
To make sure he fucking got home and didn't
Yeah, exactly.
sexually assault someone else on the way.
Also, I thought it would be like an interesting person just to have on my Facebook at this point. So
Yeah.
I never
story.
speak to him anymore, but yeah, there's a story. And then he kissed me, so never mind.
He's so fickle, isn't he?
Would you rather eat a pigeon or a rat?
Who's that from?
Have you ever?
That's from Aussie Dan.
Hello, Aussie Dan, I love you.
Hello, Aussie Dan, I love you.
Have you ever had pigeon?
I have. I've had 2 flax stuffed pigeons in Egypt.
Pigeon is so nice. It's like duck.
Yeah, it's a bit gamey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
can
think
see-
I had-
It's all halfway between duck and chicken.
I think that was the meal that Hal's grandfather bought for me when we went from Hal proposing to me to a 15th century pub. I think I had pigeon.
Cool.
Pigeon's lovely.
Mic drop.
Pigeon's wicked.
What was the other option? Sorry, I missed it.
Rats. Which, to be fair, is actually where Ratatouille gets its name from. It was, because the meal was developed.
I instantly went to the Pixar film and I was really confused. I was like, no, there's a rat in it.
There's a rat in it, so of course, Ratatouille, Taz, you prick.
Disney is life.
Hang on, wait, I thought Ratatouille was DreamWorks.
Oh, I don't know.
It's
I thought
DreamWorks,
it was
I think.
Disney.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm clearly a turncoat.
But yeah, Ratatouille actually got its name because it was developed in World War II era when there wasn't much food going around Paris. At least this is the story as I understand it. Chefs were struggling to come up with fine dining, because they were French and they still had to be fucking fine about it, even though they were being occupied by Nazis.
All on rations.
And yeah, so it just came up with rat meat and the vegetable
I
mix for
thought
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille was just vegetable. Is it vegetable now? I thought it
For the
was
most part,
literally
yeah,
just
yeah.
vegetable. So that they've just like
Tomato-based vegetable
shoved
thing.
that underneath the carpet that he used to have rat meat in it.
Yeah,
Funny thing
pretty
about
much.
rats, they're quite easy to catch because, well,
They
as
don't
long
give
as,
a
as long as
fuck.
they approach you, if you tickle them, they will let you tickle them, run away, and then come back to you. I learned that from Sawbones. Go give them a listen, the podcast. Also,
I'm never gonna
they
put my
perform
hand on
something.
How the fuck do you
called-
get close enough to the rat for
To
it to
cuddle.
not
Well,
bite you?
Work that out in post.
I'll do it on the night.
Also, rats joy jump, which is a the expression meaning that you can see it in toddlers
Quantum
and
leap?
goats and like.
Oh, I love
when
When they
they're
get
videos
excited,
of
they
this.
jump. So they'll run away, do a joy jump, and then run back to you, and for another tickle.
Oh, that's adorable.
It is.
I think foxes do that whenever they've
Yeah,
had
foxes
like,
do as
yeah,
well. They jump
yeah.
and
The only time I've ever seen anyone eat a rat, and I know it happens, obviously, like, meat is meat. Like, we shouldn't eat things just because we don't think they're cute, like, fuck's sake. But, I meant as in, like, if people were saying, oh, no, I could never eat a dog or something. Like,
could eat
that's
a dog.
silly.
Fuck dogs.
not in one
Not
sitting.
saying that
I won't
you
eat-
should,
I won't eat
but
their
if you're-
liver.
if
Like,
you've got
it'll
that
kill
right,
you,
like,
but-
cows are fucking so cute. So if you can eat a cow and you're not eating a dog because it's fluffy, then fuck you. But rats,
I've never seen you so hardcore carnivore before.
No. I'm saying as a concept. I'm not saying me personally.
No, I understand. Yeah.
But the only time I've ever seen someone eat a rat on film or anything like that was Henry Rollins when he went around the
Oh,
world.
yeah.
And I was about to just plug that because Henry Rollins is doing a show in London soon, and I think all around
Is
the UK.
he?
Of all his photos. He's doing it at the British Library through National Geographic of all of the photos around the world of people that he's met and things that he's done, stuff like
Holy
that.
shit, when's that?
It went on sale on like a Friday this month.
Oh, so it's already sold out.
It's sold out. It sold out before I was
Yeah.
paid. I was just like, oh, I'll wait because it's in February.
Fuck me.
And it's so, and I was like, I'll just wait until I get paid. No, it's in February. No one's going to, oh wait, it's sold out.
Henry Rollins.
I don't know,
course, is
maybe
going.
look for a second date or something if he shoves one in. But
Henry Rollins turned me down for a second date once.
I only need one date.
I turned Henry Rollins down on the second
I
date.
said, look at my black flag, and he just,
And he
His
said,
dick was
"You're
shit."
a liar."
So basically, pigeon.
Pigeons got to be way nicer.
Do you know what? At this point, had it been prepared in captivity, fed a controlled diet, kept clean and whatnot, I think it's like,
rat.
yeah, rats are generally quite clean anyway.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather, given the option, I'd probably rather choose rat at this point because I haven't had
I'd rather
it.
choose. Yeah, exactly.
Haven't
I'd
had it.
rather
Had
choose rat
pigeon.
because I haven't had it.
Pigeon's wicked, but like rat, I'll take rat.
Yeah. In Borough Market, there's a burger stall that does like.
Sells
Rat burgers.
Well, I don't know if they
that's
do rat
a Fallout
burgers.
thing, isn't it?
Rat burgers.
Sounds like it.
Oh no, that was a Roman thing. Yeah, no, for real. It was like one of the street foods.
I remember it well.
One of the Roman street foods. I believe, especially like kind of Colosseum, gladiator
Colosseum.
fighting time.
I hardly know him.
Oh fuck me! I've been looking for a hardly know him for ages.
No.
Well played.
It's a damn near killed him.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, the Romans used to serve rat burgers.
Fair play. Heil Caesar.
Heil Caesar.
Fucking hell, what?
I got a bit mixed there. Are we done?
Yeah. Cool.
Sweet,
Bang it
Tom.
on.
Thank you for that one, Dan.
Is it time for one from the pitch pot?
It is, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
I've never been here with one of
So
these on.
it is time for me to give a
Right.
quick shout out to lewisandquark.tumblr.com because this is where we found this list. This list is what a neural network computer came up with when sort of fed data on story titles. So what we do is we pick a story, we pick a thing from the pot, and it's got the genre and the name. And from there, we basically come up with the elevator pitch for it. Ish. Usually runs a bit longer.
I've never heard the term elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch. Yeah, so you're making a pitch for something in the amount of time
Or
you've got
last.
for an elevator ride.
Yeah. So 30 seconds to a minute kind of pitch.
That's never happened on Pop Topic Podcast.
No.
Nope.
And it's not going to happen this
actually,
time.
apart from maybe Stories of the World's Planet. That was pretty
Legends
quick.
of World
Oh,
Planet.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last episode. Tom, riddle me this. Why do you, as a hater of whimsy, do you welcome the pitch pot?
It's structured whimsy.
Concentrates it in one place so it's not interfering with the rest of the show.
But what is one place?
Unicorn beaver fart. There we go, there's the whimsy. Right, so we have a kids/family film and it's called Boop.
Aww.
Brackets, Adventure Time, close brackets.
Well, that's boop is, I instantly think of booping a pet on the nose, which is easily kids and family.
Done. There we go, there we go, that's the elevator pitch.
Wait.
Yeah, but hang on, there's got to be a plot.
so-
There's
so-
not just like constant stream of a YouTube video of people going boop,
3-act structure. Kid with no arms wants the boop is fed. Also no
Tom,
feet.
Goes
Fuck
through
it.
the goes.
Your
oh,
brain scares me.
You wanted a plot. You've got a plot.
kid. So quadriplegic kid.
No, but then he just boops with his own nose.
Yeah.
That's even
No
cuter.
nose. He has no
Had
pointy
syphilis.
bits on him whatsoever. There is no
Doesn't have the
pointy
Tycho
surface.
Brahe golden nose thing going on.
He is
it's
a
just,
human
it's just empty
potato.
skull brackets.
I potato you.
Oh god. So yeah, I don't know. Boop Adventure Time sounds like so.
Is it an Adventure Time tie-in? Is it like a spin-off?
Do you know what? Has it got Adventure
one of my
Time
dogs?
exclamation mark?
No.
No, does it spell like that? I can't remember. Anyway, the thing that immediately came to mind for me was, E.T. You know, he's got the glowy finger
No,
thing.
I've never seen it.
You know, E.T. with the glowy
okay.
finger. So if you imagine getting booped with that finger.
Then you would heal like all of it would be anti-aging
No,
cream.
I'm thinking it sends you on a fucking spirit journey. So like
the
E.T. comes along.
ayahuasca touch.
Yeah, it's just like this weird little dwarf alien granny lady thing goes around with his glowing finger, booping kids on the nose, sending them on like crushingly psychedelic episodes in which they figure out their being.
I like it.
But obviously you wrap it up in the same way that Adventure Time do, where it's very adult themes, but yeah, it's
No,
packaged
please don't
very
bring adult
cutely.
theme because I've been constantly thinking about what the fuck else you could do with that finger.
Well, it's still a kids/family film.
Yeah, he does it all,
Alright.
but
That's the
kids and
genre.
Family.
So, I mean, unless...
Let's make a family.
And dance.
I like that.
So
Let's go with that.
So I'm thinking like an anthology thing where you've got like this little alien. Yeah. So I mean, obviously it can't be E.T. because Steven Spielberg has lots of lawyers.
T.E.
T.E.
Because when you boop him, he goes T.E.
Is he literally just going around pets? Is this what it was? Or oh no,
No, he goes around with his.
oh no, but one of them should be a dog because who knows what? Maybe the dog can finally see in colour.
Oh, the dog. Okay, so the dog.
Life-changing experience.
Damn! Yeah, but it's not just our colour. It sees in all the colours of a mantis shrimp with its 17 colour
infrared.
codes.
Okay, cool. So
like the dog episode would be
we've
like the interval to the anthology.
yeah, so we've basically got first and second act. So what's the ending?
All right, Hamlet.
It's a 3-act structure.
The whole thing is a parable for the coming of the Indigo Children. It's actually a new age, neo-hippie family film.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Indigo Children?
Nope.
No.
Oh, the Indigo Children are the ones who are being born at the end of the last century, and they have indigo auras, and they've been sent to save us.
Against lizard people.
No, just in general. Just I don't know. I think like, depending on who, like what you read, some of them are like considered like the harbingers of the age of Aquarius. Some of them wrap it up in Christian mythology. It's all very weird. Look into Indigo Children. I believe Mum was convinced I was one. Lol.
Your aura is just a void.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that pretty much wrapped that one up.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, there's only 3 of us, so we're always picking from the same pot.
Oh, so hang on. Oh, wait. So that means Boop Adventure Time is in fact Zeitgeist's next free film.
Yeah. All right, cool. Wakad.
Oh God!
What you got for us, Beth?
We have from the host pot, Chris. Which I don't know. Which Chris it is.
Assuming Takis.
No, I'm assuming Farnan because
Howitzer bug.
yeah. Times you've been corrected to the extent you've had to apologise. So many times. Do you know why? Because I do feel myself sometimes going for it. You know, when you've got the pride behind you and you're like, no, I swear that's right. No. The best thing to do is just to just accept that someone else has got more information than you. And
Well, coming from the person who says sorry to a door frame when they walk into it, I'm not surprised.
yeah, but it's just better for the human race to understand that sometimes you're not 100% right.
See, the thing is, I fall into that cognitive dissonance trap all the time. In fact, very ably demonstrated by the fact I had to make a correction on Vice News early on.
And
somebody tells me something that kind of fits in with my schema of the world. It's like, I'll take it. Yep, that's fine. I'm down with that.
Because it all comes back around again.
But if somebody challenges me with something that doesn't seem to fit with my preconceived notions, I don't do the thing that most people do of just going, oh no, respect my opinion, blah blah blah. But my response will be, that's interesting if it's true, but I'm gonna have to know your citation. I'm gonna have to know your source on that. Tell me where that's come from.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but you should also
You should
also be welcome to change and.
Well, again, this is going back to a former episode. My argument is, as soon as you voice an opinion, it's no longer an opinion; it's an argument.
That's okay. Debate's good.
And there's no entitlement to arguments, so entitlement to an opinion gets a bit shady the second you start externalizing it. But I know
what you're supposed to do: internalize it and just have a ball of rage.
Well, no, just having your own opinion in your own head. That's an opinion.
Yeah, but
rather
you might
than a debate.
learn if you debate. You might learn.
We're not doing the topic again. Right?
Because I wasn't here to be completely right.
But you're wrong, so apologise. Stony cold silence with an airplane. That's the Lewisham way. Right, cool.
I mean, I get corrected on measurements.
Who got a tumbleweed
all the time? Yeah, I get at work. I get corrected on measurements all the time. Measurements, one of my big weaknesses. Taking the measurement, storing the measurement, even just remembering it. And I'll start working off like kind of what I've got to hand in the back of my brain till somebody goes, oh, well, hang on, no, that doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It's like, well, hang on, why doesn't it fit? Because there's a blah, blah. Well, Taz, because this. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. No, you're absolutely right. I'm terribly sorry. Well, yes, measurements is where I get caught up a lot.
Plus, you could still secretly, not in that instance, but in general, you could still secretly think that you're right and still outwardly say, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fine. Whilst in your head going, I know I'm wrong.
No, I'm filled with a lot of self-doubt, so I know that most of the time I'm going to be wrong. So if someone has an opinion voices something at me that's contrary to what I've just said, it's probably the case that they're right.
I mean, there's a flip of the coin on that one, as far as I'm concerned. Another situation is which I will apologise after being corrected is immediately after I've had to look at a rule book. So, for instance, because we're such big board gamers, Beth.
Okay.
So we'll be playing a game, and then someone will just go, oh, hang on, no, I thought it was like this. Wait, I don't think so. Let me just go to the rule book, and I'll flick through and say, oh no, I'm terribly sorry. You're absolutely correct.
And seen as Taz is very good at reading rule books and understanding the rules before anyone else does, he tends to explain the rules to everyone, which means that we've all learnt the wrong rules.
Yeah, it could be like...
And so we all back him up, usually, in that case.
It's his interpretation of the rules.
No, this is definitely how this works.
Wow.
So we've played it like this a million times, and then we'll look at it and go, oh, fuck.
No, but I also do the other thing where we'll play start playing a game a certain way, and then I'll read the rules. Like, Munchkin is the famous one on this.
Yeah. Munchkin got boring when we actually read the rules.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's quite nice to make your own rules
I
up
do.
there.
Munchkin's terrible.
I'm quite excited. Like, I was talking to Hal last night because he's not a big, board game person. I was like, I'm going to test this. Which board games do you like? And it turns out he likes quite a lot. So I'm quite tempted to get Scrabble and play, own rules Scrabble.
Scrabble's a lovely game just to sit down and have a tea or...
Yeah, but you could... I'm thinking
Port is
maybe
a Scrabble.
doing a swear words, a naughty words only Scrabble.
Like a spaced version.
Oh, did that happen in space?
Well, it's or they throw the board over and it just spells fuck on the floor. It's just like, what do you think that means?
Well, I was thinking that, or maybe do Scrabble and only made up words. So you have to, once you've played your word, it could be anything, and you have to describe the definition of that word.
Oh, so we're talking like a meaning of lift style.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Is that?
Well, yeah.
I'm taking inspiration from all these different places.
That's a book.
Well, yes.
by the way.
Yeah.
It's, Meaning of Lift is an amazing book.
It is Douglas Adams.
Yeah.
Douglas Adams and John Lloyd.
Yeah.
They took existing place names and they gave them definitions. Yeah. Actually, that sounds like a game I could get behind. Because the thing with Scrabble
Fuck the rules.
is I'm so bad at anagrams. I'm so bad at them.
Oh, okay.
I'm just so bad at rearranging letters
Countdown conundrums.
into a word. Oh, God, I'm so bad. So I just, hello.
What, was that you?
Yeah, apparently I've got a little velociraptor in my chest.
Rattan's bad at anagrams.
All right, MOT.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's all the times I can think of where
See,
I'm sure there are others.
I can't think of any time that I've specifically been corrected, apart from
Sounds
looking
so
around
good.
this shed, those curtains that don't quite cover cover the windows. So the idea was I'd make some curtains to cover the windows in the shed to kind of keep it a little bit more secure, a little bit more safe when all my recording equipment's in the shed constantly, which could easily be broken into.
And his postcode is...
Lewisham. And I was taught by the process that, measure it properly 3 times because twice wasn't enough.
Oh, well, okay, that's where you may have gone wrong because the thing with curtains and drapes, especially net curtains and whatnot, but with this, all you need to do is measure it and then times that number by 3.
Oh,
so
no, I did that.
So you've got the gather.
I times it by 1.5, I think, and still fucked it up because I was imagining they'd be a little bit more bunched. No, that's luckily was covered by the poster thing.
I'm wondering if you measured in inches and then times it by 3 and then bought in.
I don't measure in inches. I'm not an American pervert. I'm an English one.
No, he just still weighs stuff in stone and pounds.
Rough way We only do rough ways in metric. Sorry, in imperial.
Actually, looking at like Adam Savage's, like when I'm tired and I can't fall asleep, the first thing I put on is Adam Savage when he's doing one day builds on Tested, which is him in a workshop making something cool. And it's really fun to watch. It's so engaging, but it also lulls you off to sleep very, very nicely and gently because this is nice man with a bandsaw.
This is Tom ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
It's lovely watching someone work and build something, but he works as an American. He works in inches and feet. Which to me just sounds so fucking imprecise. Because like centimeters have been taught to me since fucking age 4.
I mean, there's nothing uglier than having to measure 3/16.
That's enough.
It's disgusting.
Are you talking about ArcTanGent again?
Yeah, no, they are the RX4 stage.
We were listening to at work. We were listening to Iggy Pop does a radio show on I think BBC Six.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my god, his voice on
Iggy
radio.
Pop, really?
Because I don't actually like Iggy Pop and the
Stooges.
Stooges.
No.
I
I
appreciate them, but I'm not really a punk kind of guy. So, but listening to him on the radio, and he's like, oh my god, that was so relaxing.
got
I'm
a
like,
nice
oh
voice.
wait, I'm at work. Come on. He's so nice, just love it. And he like so much like smooth jazz.
Yeah, it's very smooth. Given the fact that he's so frantic and full of energy on stage even to this day. Right. So,
Cool. I
on
think
then.
that's going to do us for apologies. Let's have one from...
no, you're wrong.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. No,
we go.
let's carry on.
Thank you.
You're delving into Sophie's chest.
One from the community. What we got?
We have one from Dog Mantis Toboggan!
Hey, you're right, dude.
Our OG American listenership. So, slowest form of communication.
We have a third contender.
Hello, Rickard and Captain Sickbeard. It's nice to meet you. How are you?
Right? Send in your answers.
Cool. I'm just going to grab another one from...
Well done, Doc. I saw that come up like months ago as I was climbing out and putting him into the pot.
Let's hope
Well
you're still
done.
fucking listening.
Oh, I love the fact that he probably is. So hello and thank you.
Hi, dude. How are you?
It's not another slowest form.
No, it's not. It's Captain
Okay.
Sickbeard.
All right,
I love the way it's phrased. How does one speak to the ladies? How does one speak to the ladies?
Well, you have to learn a different language because they're obviously completely different species.
Are they? I knew. Fucking hell. They're velociraptors, apparently. Women are velociraptors. Clever girls.
That was lady speak for
Yes, I would
pads,
like
not
a gin and
tampons.
tonic. Oh dear.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking to the ladies, I don't know. It depends.
I'm normally a joker.
Anyone, like anyone else,
Yeah.
I suppose. It depends on the context in which, or what you're hoping to achieve from said speaking. I'm of the firm opinion that if you speak to someone, it should always be towards an aim of making them a friend.
Yeah.
It's just sort of getting on with them, seeing if you enjoy their company, and then just if you do, wicked, carry on speaking. And the way that's usually worked out for me is I'll go down that route, and every now and then they'll kiss me, and then there's a relationship that happens. But
Taz didn't ask for it. He's just, this is why Mo took you on, man. Your
Speaking to him
your
like a human
criteria
being.
is very low.
I'm done now. I'm never going to hug a strange drunk ever again. I've learned my lesson.
Unless you're drunk too.
What about a weird drunk?
Beth held her hand up at that point. Punchline.
Or the other thing you can do is
How do you talk to men?
how do I talk to men? With great difficulty. Men are just, I mean, there's so much football and there's so much,
Sweeping generalization.
I was in a vagina last night and it was pretty fucking good. And there's so much, I don't know.
So you prefer speaking to women?
Yeah, oh god, I've always had an easier time with women than I have with, I've never been able to do the blokey thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what?
Never.
Maybe because you're approaching it as if everyone does do the blokey thing if they're a bloke,
No, I mean, I'll be in the middle of a bunch of blokes doing the blokey thing.
and go,
And usually,
glaze over.
usually I just, like, my approach to it is to wander off into hyper-violent whimsy.
Yeah.
And
then you might find someone in that group that goes, yes, like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see what Arsene Wenger did the other day?
They're called...
He just, like, buggered a badger. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Are you my friend yet?
I am.
But, I mean, other possibilities of how one could speak to ladies. Ladies, that is...
As a group.
So that's not plural. That is like the group of. So let's take it as any one member of the ladies group. So you could speak to a lady.
Number 1 this week, the ladies group.
You could speak to a lady with the British gambit of like a quick, oh, hello, weather's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, the weather's terrible. So you could go with the British gambit.
Sorry.
You could speak to them after first grabbing their breast. Not highly advised because that's very invasive. But, you know, in certain
Klingon,
circles,
maybe?
You could speak to
you let
ladies
go.
in Klingon.
Jesus, you're on it. Don't give them any more coffee.
I'm really tired.
One could also speak to the lady via the medium of gunpoint. So there's
That's gunpoint.
or the other possibility is to compliment their shoes. I'm just thinking of all the worst things I can here. Please, somebody stop me. Or speaking to the ladies.
Asking where they got
The
their
ladies.
top. They want to buy one for their girlfriend.
Sorry?
Asking them where they bought their top. They want to buy one for their girlfriend.
Yeah. Indeed. Or also the other thing you could do is just wade into a group of the ladies and just say, Taylor Swift is a cunt. And then whoever carries on looking at you without anger, they're probably all right to talk to. So
Right, I'm going to stop Taz now. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, most things like ladies or men or anything like that, if I'm meeting someone for the first time, I constantly play the clown the entire time. It probably gets quite annoying. Just trying to turn everything into a joke and things like that. Meeting anyone new.
Well, it's also quite
breaks the ice.
There's the old English,
And it probably like weans out the people that you don't actually want to speak to.
Exactly.
yeah. And also, like, sort of playing the Joker, like, playing for jokes. It's also a very, there's a classic English saying that something along the lines of, in a group of Englishmen, if a joke has not been made in 3 minutes, something's gone wrong.
That's true. Or you could just end every sentence, even if it's like a philosophical kind of conversation, you could end every sentence with boom, boom, and then it normally is okay.
You go the Basil Brush route.
Yeah.
Actually, I really like that in the context of philosophical discourse.
Yeah.
Well,
Nietzsche, bitch. Boom, boom.
It's my personal experience that the mind supervenes upon the brain. Boom, boom.
What is boom, boom?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, fucking people speak to people like you speak to any other people. They're just people.
You're talking to 3 bisexual people here. So it's not really
work. I don't know. Like, I've never been good at flirting. I've never been good at that kind of pulling someone thing. I
That
just
must be
talk to
difficult.
everyone until they fuck me.
going on dates.
I'm the same. I'm so bad at flirting. I'm usually not aware that I have been flirting
Listeners,
until the other person acts in such a way that to let me know that, oh, I have been flirting. Oh, okay.
I gotta say, listeners, it's been 67 episodes and not one of you's fucked me yet. I've been talking at you for fucking hours of my life.
It's a record. It is a record.
Thomas, that's illegal.
Sorry?
But tasty.
Spicy.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking, I don't know. Just say
Talk to
something.
them.
Just say something.
Or not. Just be socially awkward like
Hello.
I did.
Stay inside. It's safer.
Hello's always a good place to start with anyone.
So tried and tested. Such a cliche.
All right, what would you prefer rather than hello? Beth?
Start with a joke.
Start with a
As
joke.
you are being a member of the ladies.
The initiation was messy.
A lot of cotton fields got depleted in that time.
Yeah, there was one time.
I don't know why.
The fuck did you
I
just
don't
say?
know why. That was the joke I went for. Sorry, carry on, Beth.
As you were saying about like didn't know you were flirting, rah rah rah. I was stupidly putting in money into the jukebox at Big Red, which doesn't work. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
That's brilliant.
It literally just steals your money. God, I'm really, really burning bridges here, aren't I? Then someone came over and was looking at what I had selected, and we started talking about that band and having a lovely time. We talked for like 20 minutes. It was really nice. And then I went away to go buy a drink, and he went, "Oh, don't leave me with a Woody."
Dude.
Oh, God.
I was like,
Oh, wow.
But at that point, he hadn't realised that there was also Buzz Lightyear there.
I literally just went,
And
run away from that man.
And never went back again.
And never went back.
I can't believe that.
Don't leave me with a Woody.
It's the most romantic thing anyone's ever said to me.
Fuck me. Wow. Cool.
That's the name of an Alpha Male Tea Party track, by the way.
Don't leave.
So yeah, some people
Leave
just
me
think
with a Buzz,
you are
not with a Woody.
Maybe. Adult Toy Story.
Slinky. Dog.
For fun, it's a wonderful toy. It's fun for a girl
If
or
you
a boy.
can't decide, I'll take a potato face.
Yeah, so that's what you were saying about how you might not think that you are flirting, but then someone else tells you, no, you were definitely flirting. It's just being fucking nice. Why can't we just be nice without having a destination?
Yeah, motive, yeah.
There was a wicked sketch on a BBC programme called The MASH Report over the last week, and so the MASH Report is set up like a fake kind of sort of.
I was wondering if they stole the name, if they stole it from Daily Mash, and it's a completely different company, or is it actually the Daily Mash?
I haven't seen the Daily Mash attached to it at all.
I think they've stolen that name because that's the fake news website.
Well, it's a fake news website.
Yeah,
but,
The Onion is wicked as well.
But yeah, like the story is, it starts off. So the MASH Report is basically a satirical take on maybe a Fox News style program where you've got someone on the social network wall, you've got your main presenter, and then you've got a news desk sort of thing. And during the news desk, there's a story that starts off with a generic northern man has been apprehended after walking around London, terrorising Londoners by saying hello to them.
My favourite bit of that.
It's a wicked sketch.
My favourite whole bit of that sketch was after she said that sentence, she looked into the camera concerningly going, as if it was like the most offensive thing. By talking to them.
My favourite bit of it is they have a interview with the generic northerner, and he says his whole bit, which is still pretty funny, but the end of it is, "I'm very sorry for being happy. I'm getting back on the train now."
That's brilliant.
Yeah, cool.
Go on then. Is it Tom's turn?
Do you know what we hadn't considered? So far we got to speak to the ladies, but how does one speak to the ladies?
Well, that just sounds like the Queen to me, and I'm pretty sure she can speak to it.
Ventriloquism. God, I can't talk. We've had too much vodka, and we've just finished the first bottle, and Beth went and got a second bottle during the break.
Boom, boom.
The benefits of starting in the afternoon.
Benefit? I'm slurring words now. Anyway.
I've got a slushy tongue.
With a puppet. There we go. Done.
With the puppet. Puppet's always good.
Boom, boom.
There we go. Yeah, Basil Brush again.
Cool. So,
then.
Tom, I believe it's one from the pitch pot.
It is indeed. So one from the pitch pot.
Sorry, Tom. That's really fun.
That was going to be the smoothest transition,
I
the smoothest
know.
break
I
ever
ruined
until
it.
you got involved, Beth.
Sorry for having mirth.
As you should. Punishable by Dick.
No, correct pronunciation, please.
Dick. Always remember Dick with the diphthong.
So,
I think it's got a silent K.
so talking about Dick, this is a kids and family film from the Pitch Pot.
Another one.
Yeah, and it's
Fuck
called
me.
A Dinosaur's Quest.
Hang on, that's already happened.
God damn.
No, it hasn't.
Multiple
No, it hasn't.
times.
No, it hasn't.
No, not on the podcast. I meant in life.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
sorry. The universe.
okay.
is just this shed.
So that means we're dealing with something super, super generic. So we've
Yeah,
got to
you have
start
to
from
make
a
it-
generic space. So I mean, are we talking about a Land Before Time knockoff?
Exactly. Love that.
But, wow, fetch quest.
Hang on. Isn't dinosaur like a bit of an insulting term to anyone who's old? Could it not just be a very old person just walking around London trying to find their way?
Trying to cross the road,
Yeah, just waiting for a scout.
following a chicken.
And it uses King Crimson's track "I'm a Dinosaur" as the theme tune.
Right, next.
But the outro is 21st century schizoid man.
Yeah, okay, this works with the old man idea. I like this. And I think it'd still be fitted into a kid/family movie narrative.
Well, if Tom Hanks plays it, yeah.
Sweet. Wicked. Okay, cool. We got the actor then. Tom Hanks playing the old man.
Right. So who's playing the dinosaur? Jeff Goldblum.
No, he is the
dinosaur.
dinosaur. But we do have to...
It seems so insulting. I really want to cuddle Tom Hanks
He's
at some
got a point. We do have to get the Goldblum involved somewhere.
He can produce it.
Well, maybe. So Tom Hanks is desperately trying to cross the road in the middle of a busy London street, maybe Piccadilly Circus or something, desperately trying to find someone who's going to help him, or maybe even just getting on the tube and trying to sit in the priority seating and everyone's pretending they're asleep or reading the newspaper or just doesn't care.
Are we doing Moe's story here?
And then Jeff Goldblum's like, no, I need to help this person. Jeff Goldblum's the person who stands up, gives him his seat and goes, I'm going to give you new legs.
No,
T-Rex legs.
See, I'm thinking
No,
Jeff
he's
Goldblum...
going to give him T-Rex legs.
Yeah.
I'm thinking...
Also, I'm going to point out we don't have to bring Jeff Goldblum into every one of these pitch pots. It's just one of my favourite things.
Do we though? Do we not? I mean, I reckon we could.
Okay.
So I think in this
Can we
one,
just
Jeff...
have loads of unnecessary lens flare as well? Like on a really normal run-of-the-mill
that's
shot.
perfect. That's perfect because then we've got we can open with a shot of the old man played by Tom Hanks making his way through the city, but it's a low shot going high, watching him as he passes, and you got so much lens flare between the high-rise buildings as he walks past the camera. It's ideal.
Whilst
I'm
going,
thinking,
oh, me hip.
oh, me hip, as old people do. And she's like, oh, my hip, and oh, God, what terrible cystitis I have in my trousers.
Do old people have cystitis?
That's pretty much all they say,
Okay,
Tom.
cool.
And I'm reckoning
I've spoken to every single one.
every single old person
All got Bernie P.
all got Bernie P. And I've got it all
Bernie P
written.
sounds like another actor.
I was thinking more of a presidential election.
That's the name of the old man.
Bernie P. Hey, nice one. So I reckon
He's an MC.
Bunny P, MC in the hose.
Oh, he's slightly too old school to still be performing.
He's a jungle one. Yeah.
But I reckon Jeff Goldblum exists as his last surviving relative in flashbacks only.
Tom Hanks is related to Jeff Goldblum.
Lucky
Yeah.
bugger.
That's
Lucky bugger.
Yeah. And how do we make that work? Maybe his wife, Tom Hanks' wife, before she died, was Barbara Streisand. And that's how you make a Jeff Goldblum.
Celine Dion is the annoying sister.
We got to put a plot down here.
We do have to put a plot
Trying
down.
to cross
also
the road.
remembering
That's not a plot, that's
it's
an opening act.
So this is
It's an art piece.
this is a family movie about dealing with loss. Then
Loss of what?
What's he lost?
just loss in
Jeff
general.
Goldblum.
His T-Rex legs,
loss
they
of
fell
family.
off.
So this is like this is like a knockoff response to Up. Let's say.
Oh, don't touch up. Don't uppercut up.
No, it's just a response too. It's jumping on the bandwagon. It's going to fall into that same vein of film as Up and The Little Prince. Just like family films that help teach you to deal with loss.
What has he lost?
His entire family. He's alone. He's the last. Again, what's the
Well,
name?
he is half dinosaur. Bernie.
I'm a
Bernie P.
Bernie Mac.
Oh, Dinosaur's Adventure.
Oh, the name of the film.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
Dinosaur's Quest.
The Dinosaur's Quest. Yeah, so he's
Oh, that means he has to go somewhere and pick something up.
Fetch Quest.
His
The most
Aspo?
boring tin of meat for the cat.
Oh.
And he just refers to himself as the dinosaur
He's got to go
anytime
by
he's
the post
interacted
office
with.
to get his pension.
Can the theme tune be The Littlest Hobo? Or what's the Hovis theme? He's just going for a loaf of bread over a stone.
No, that's
No, that's
Greensleeves.
Greensleeves.
Bernie P. Greensleeves, they call him.
Big up. The jungle is massive.
Burning peach green sleeves. Yeah, I mean, that's bad aim and bad urine.
Oh. I think we're done then.
I mean, are we?
He is. Bernie P. in Greensleeves, he's definitely done.
I mean, like,
Rest in peace.
Bernie P's got to die at the end of the flick, hasn't he? For this to be complete. Like, this is the dinosaur's quest, his final thing.
His
Neat.
quest is never-ending sleep.
Well, no, he's just going out to get something. Let's say some milk, but then he dies.
He's getting a tin of meat for the cat, and he comes back. He dies. The cat eats him.
Boom.
Sweet, done. Okay.
It's
the cat played by Eddie Murphy.
This is all Jeff Goldblum.
It's a pre-futurist narrative on transience.
Wow.
Novelist.
Wait, it was pre-futurist was what we came up with for after post.
Yeah.
Again,
Modern, wasn't it?
are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about ArcTanGent?
No.
Yeah, just like the genre.
This is
It's
self-referential at this point.
pre-post-rock.
Yeah, that's some Tesseract stuff there.
So just the Beatles then, yeah?
Cool. How does Bernie P die? Obviously, like the cat eats him.
He gets a heart attack actually remembering he has a cat when he comes home. Jesus! And then the cat eats him.
Or is it just more poetic that, like, bearing in mind, it's a
Does he
family
have
meal.
T-Rex legs?
Beth is really focused on the fact he has T-Rex
You
legs.
wanted fucking Jeff Goldblum. I am giving you Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, because he actually owns and wears to his dying day a pair of Mark Bolan's trousers.
Done.
Boom!
Yes.
Got them T-Rex legs.
He's the front man of T-Rex.
The band T-Rex.
Love it. Okay, cool.
And so,
That is not a film. That is literally a sad art piece, as
no,
you say.
well, to be fair, this is the name of a story, so it could be just a short.
I'm
Yeah.
going to point out his
Right,
kids and
20 minutes.
family at this point. Now we've actually
Yeah,
developed
but
this
you
story.
you can make it.
Yeah, there's no kids who are gonna know who
You can make
T-Rex
it
are.
very sweet. Yeah, well, yeah. To be
Oh.
fair, you can suggest that shit in the background. Hello, what we got?
Tom, musical interlude.
Hey!
Right. Death metal's gentlemen talanas are about to make an oral delivery right to your head holes. If you like monsters, torment, and French domination, you'd better listen on. If you're not sure, give it a go. We may broaden your horizons and your wallet. Come see Talanas live. Tour dates at the end of this podcast and in the show notes. They'll give you something to remember them by. Maybe a t-shirt, maybe everlasting Nuki Brown, or perhaps irreparable crossword addiction. This track is called She Is All and contains vocals by two of your faithful Pot Topic podcast hosts, Hal and Beth. This and many other wonderful musical adventures of Talanas are available to sample and buy at talanas.org, alongside many fetching articles of clothing for your weary soul. Thomas, megafan Ryan, play on.
Okay, so come on, let's get on with some stuff.
Okay, I mean, I personally have never heard a jazz epic in 1716 before.
Especially when vocals are performed solely by Frankenstein's monster.
Where did they get him? Because he's really expensive.
They found him at the Ritz.
Oh, dude!
Have you seen That's a New Broadway musical?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, no, West End musical. I think it's coming here.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Anyway, back to this track.
I mean, I quite like the way they said 'twas banging. And,
Twas, wasn't it? One enjoyed it thoroughly.
Brilliant. I quite like the way the bassoon solo was kind of interjected with, like, there'd be 4 bars.
And how do you play a bassoon without a reed?
I assume with great talent, but it was the way, like, there was 3 bars of amazing solo, and then there was like and then at the end of the 4th
that was
bar,
actually a bicycle
that was
pump.
a chinchilla being fired out of the bassoon at a snare.
Rest in peace.
And then they play another 3 bars of solo. I thought that was fucking inspiring.
3 bars of solo.
And before the next chinchilla fire. Yeah,
and they went to 3 different pubs and recorded the bar soundscape
in the middle of that recording.
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
That's the soundscape.
God,
That's the 3
that is
bars.
professional.
And also, I quite like the way that the harpsichord was hooked up to a MIDI controller that it controlled the fireworks. That was...
You must
something
have the
I'd never
deluxe
really heard
version. I
before.
didn't hear that.
Well, it was there. You just needed to listen for it.
He's got
listen for it,
deluxe
Beth.
ears.
I do have deluxe ears.
Silky smooth.
So, next topic.
What, do I pull out again?
No, let's have one. Which one is
Oh,
it?
you're the one that
It's
pulls
from
out,
the
are you?
Community chest, isn't it? Me?
No, next is Hot Pot.
No, I just did one from the Hot Pot.
No,
It was
Hot
Tom
Pot's
Musical
fine.
Interlude.
Community chest.
Fine. There we are.
In the dead air, I'm going to read you Def Leppard's, an excerpt from Def Leppard's Rider. Fruit juice, wheat-free cookies, very, very small plums.
Sorry?
That's 2 verries.
Because a bigger plum, the one-handed drummer can't handle it.
Of
That
course.
was so clutching at straws.
Yep. The pot's on its
So,
way.
we got one from the Kai Mega topic. Blah, 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 blah. This is about halfway through now.
Jesus.
What skill do you most envy in other people?
Oh, people that can speak multiple languages and people that can play
call.
multiple
Do you know
instruments.
what? Yeah, multiple languages is, I think, perhaps
It's
the
a
one that
fucking
pops me up the
superpower.
most.
It really is a
yeah.
superpower.
Polyglots are just... I wish...
What's the word?
Polyglot.
Polyglot.
Yeah. Glot being from glottis, meaning tongue. So polytongue.
And that's the sound of their glottis. Enjoyable.
They can take
You just
many...
put it back in the fucking thing.
It's the mega topic, hun. There's many topics on there. I just scratched out the one we talk about.
See how offended I was?
I think so. Yeah, polyglottism is something I think just basically having a mathematical mind, or like being like trained into maths. Because there's a bunch of shit I'd like to read more about, but I am restricted by
Yeah.
my limited understanding of
Yeah.
maths. So like game theory, or like sort of the hard physics.
Yeah, I was gonna
going
say
over
physics,
into
yeah.
quantum physics,
Yeah.
that sort of shit, and even just like cosmological movement, like that requires a level of maths that I just don't have access to. And it's fine. I can read the words about it, but it doesn't quite convey the beauty of the mathematical
Absolutely.
abstract.
Perfect example. Vsauce on YouTube. An amazing mind. He's a mathematician, a physicist, and generally just an interesting person. Does a lot of stuff with Adam Savage as well.
Who? Sorry?
Vsauce.
Vsauce. Okay.
I watched a video of his recently, which was the napkin ring principle. So you know what a
Right.
napkin ring is? It's a sphere that's been cored, right? So if you have a sphere that's been cored, at this, no matter what size the sphere, it could be the Earth and it could be a pea. If you core it at the exact same point and have it the exact same height, it will have the same volume.
Exact same height of what?
So you say you have a pea and you core it and you core the Earth to the same height as a pea, it will have the exact same volume.
Well, so does that mean a torus has the same volume as a disc?
No, it means that a napkin ring would have the same volume.
I don't. Oh, okay, cool.
I will show you it later.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
He-
unsure
he
as to
sat
why
there.
that's important.
No, because he was there and I was completely following him until he started writing out mathematical formula. And it was just like, Oh, this is a page of maths.
What was
that
quite
I
funny,
don't
like
understand, but
this
I
morning,
understand the principle.
This morning, I woke up at 2. This afternoon at home, Matt laughed whilst looking at his laptop, so I like shoved my head round, and he went, and he opened up because he's a programmer. He opened up his program and he just showed me this. And
Lines
I was
of
like,
code.
Yeah, it's really funny. But I want to know.
No, that's the thing. I mean, I've got a, on Facebook, I know someone who is a computer science lecturer.
Oh,
and
wow.
I know a couple of programmers as well. And like once a year, one of them will post up a chunk of code and they'll say, LOL! And then the responses are just like, obviously riffing on the same joke. And I just look at it, and once I caught like a parenthesis that was out of place that changed the nature of a particular line. But for the most part, I'm looking at it going,
To be fair, one of the best ones I've seen of that is a Rickroll written in code, which is an if statement. Never going to give you up, basically.
Yeah, talking about Rickroll, did you see the performance of Rick Astley with Foo Fighters?
I've not seen that yet. Is it good?
It is actually pretty good because so Dave Grohl and Foo Fighters, they kind of played the
That's the second bottle of vodka.
they played the music of the Rick Astley song as though it was Smells Like Teen Spirit, same kind of
What the f...
yeah, same kind of sound and rhythm to it, but like Rick Astley just sings the song over the top of it, and it's actually pretty fucking good. There's one point where obviously it's a point in Rick Astley's set where he usually like throws the microphone out to the audience for them to complete, and he does it at this point and nobody answers because they're at a Foo Fighters concert, and he goes, alright, fuck it, and just sings the rest. And there's this one point where he goes, tell me how you feel in the song, or like something along the lines. And it's just him. He goes, like, he reverts from singer noise to instant Stone Roses style mank going, I feel fucking wonderful! And then carries on with the song. And it's wicked. I highly recommend it. It's a good video.
Did anyone else see the, who's the bloke who went for Prime Minister who interviewed the bloke from a metal band?
What?
Wah, wah, wah.
Anyway, more skills that we envy. Actually, I envy Captain Sigbit quite a bit with this.
Oh,
Being
yes.
able to make
God,
anything
yeah.
that he puts his mind to.
God, yeah.
Just having the skill knowledge.
But also, I think a lot of that is tied up in the passion for doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
If there's someone who's been taught, say they've been taught carpentry because it's a family business or something like that, and they don't have the passion for it, then it's not going to be the same. But the fact that every time I've not actually met Dom yet, and I'm really wanting to. The fact that you can hear in his voice the play involved in, I'm making stuff. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm doing it this way. I'm doing it that way. I'm doing it all different ways.
I'm very happy you can hear that past the obvious self-deprecation as he talks about it.
That's just always going to happen.
Yeah.
Thank fuck, really, because you don't really want an egotist going like, oh, come to me.
You don't want an egotist, but by the same, I mean, every now and then. So, like, I understand that kind of thing a little bit because every now and then I'm asked to sort of, Taz, sort a problem. And oh God, okay. And then
it's satisfying when you actually do it.
And then I sort it out without too much problem. It's like, actually, no, that was pretty cool.
There are certain things that certain people can do and someone's going to call on you to do it. And I think like Heather, your lady is a perfect example for that. Like she could help us out immeasurably in like fixing, the thing that all humans wear. Clothes. Yes. So that is a different language to me. I remember going round to, house when he was still with his other missus, Zoe, and I saw the corsets hanging up and I just went, and I was just like looking at them, just like, this is you.
Was she a maker?
Oh God, she makes tons of stuff and she works with metal and she works with corsets, which is insane. And so does Yasmin, stuff like that. And I just see the net of these clothes. I'm just like, right, you are literally a god. How are you doing this?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's got to be said, leatherwork is one thing I've thought about. Like, I'm jealous about not being able to do. To be fair, I've never really plunged into it, but I'd quite like to be able to make things out of leather. Leather is...
It's got to be tough,
like,
man.
Well, you make something out of leather, and then it's made, and it's done, and it's over, and that's hanging around for a little while, as long as you made it well.
Be a tanner.
Yeah, I'm alright with the non-tanning bit. I'm alright with, like, the...
Yeah, but you like stretching out the leather and preparing it.
Oh, actually, that does sound pretty cool, but it smells. Tanning smells.
It does, yeah.
Tanning smells
and
terrible.
they used to do it with urine and all, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like, famously, there are parts of the Fleet and the Seine in Paris,
Okay.
which were just, like, famously no-go areas.
Oh, because it smelled that bad.
Oh, God, yeah, because it was, like, tanner
okay.
runoff.
Tanner runoff.
I said I hardly know her. Because we've said
Tanner?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that'll do. We've all had one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Next topic.
I had two.
So
It's your time.
It's one from the pitch pot again.
Oh.
Here we go.
I have to use my brain for this and not just say what I feel.
Say what you
No,
Yeah.
always say what you feel.
drop topics all over the floor. Hang on.
Tom, you've not taken your top off yet. I was hoping for an Instagram post.
No,
I'm
he's
all right now, it's not too bad.
rolled up to vest
I've got my
status.
Well, I'm still going to
status,
do an
yeah.
Instagram post. I post this.
This one's pretty good. R-rated movie.
Oh, good. Good.
Indiscreet Made Man.
Made man.
Oh, wow.
All one word, Made Man.
Made man. Oh, so this is the story about a very, like, a dude who's just been inducted into the mafia,
Right.
but has a real thing about public fucking. So the whole thing
I
opens...
see. So he's a made man. But it's spelled M-A-I-D.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah, but he's trying.
That's even
It could be a
better.
pun.
It could
That's
be,
even
yeah,
better.
like made in Manhattan.
Or he could be just a cross-dresser.
Could just be a cross-dresser. Yeah,
It's a pun.
yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, there's so many possibilities to that. I didn't...
I instantly just thought merman. So I'm imagining someone
that'd be
who
merman, not made
man. Yeah, but now I'm thinking that
Half
someone
made,
that
half man.
someone that delivers your what do you call it when you call for service in a hotel?
Room service.
Room service. It could be someone desperately trying to get up those stairs with a plate of beef bourguignon with a tail.
Bonky, bonky, bong.
Yeah, trying to flap up the stairs.
So is this perhaps just a porn video about, it's just the sexual adventures of a, trans person who works in a hotel?
Are you saying that all maids need to be female?
No, I'm saying like it balances I'm saying trans. So it could be male to female, female to male.
I'm just wondering where the trans came into it, or is that pure whimsy?
Made man.
Yeah, so all maids need to be female.
That is the naming convention, yes.
Oh. What do you call a male maid?
You call them
A master?
servants.
Oh.
Just servants, like, but the female
Butler.
servant has, or butler, yeah. Well,
No,
I mean,
no,
again,
not
butler's something
butler.
different. But yeah, so the maid man suggests that there's some sort of gender bending there, which has got my interest instantly.
Indiscreetly so.
Indiscreetly so. So yeah, I'm just thinking about some sort of trans hotel worker who has lots of very, very loud adventures at the hotel.
Going into whatever room he bloody well likes.
So many bums, you guys.
So many bums, Richard.
So many bums, Richard. Unless of course it's
Rickard.
female to male, which that'd be different as well. It could go either way. But basically, I'm seeing lots of gender bending sex.
Maybe a trans person of the other gender comes in, and then they have to.
Transgender of the other gender.
Oh, yeah. As in, like, is the maid man male to female, or is he female to male?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
Someone comes stays in the hotel of the other way round transgender, and they make friends because they've been through similar.
considering, no, so maid is literally derived from the word maiden.
Sorry, there's just a monster going past.
So maid is literally
Very indiscreet,
derived
that
from...
motorbike. Maybe he rides a motorbike between rooms. That's why.
So yeah, with maid being literally derived from the word maiden,
Yes.
that suggests it is female, as whoever they are now female in totality.
Cool.
But maid man suggests that maybe it is a man going into maidenhood.
Yeah.
So this is, so I'm thinking a male to female.
Cool.
And very loud in a hotel with every room. And every room's a different adventure.
Exactly. A little bit like 9 Rooms. Have you seen that?
9 rooms. What, the Tarantino,
I think
Robert Rodriguez thing?
I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
entirely sure, but it's a different room in every hotel. It's a completely different story. It's very funny. And Madonna's in it.
Yes, yeah, we're talking about the same one. Yeah,
Mate.
that is a wicked. I really enjoyed that film.
It's an amazing film. So a little bit like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking like that, but with porn and gender bending.
And so let's bring in the indiscreet. Maybe it's a tell-all story. Maybe it's framed as like
Maybe it's a
magazine
memoir.
piece or something.
Maybe she, at the end of her life, is writing, maybe when she's like 90 years old and
Yeah,
she's writing her
tell-all story.
memoirs. And it's all
Yeah.
flashbacks.
Or maybe it's a story. Okay, check this out. Maybe we've got these sex scenes with like our protagonist, but the film is actually about the people either side in the rooms, either side, hearing what's going on.
That's
and
even
how,
more- yeah, I
and
like
how
that.
that sex. Like obviously, there's flashes of
And
the
then
sex.
you suddenly realise, oh yeah,
but
I was
there's-
next to that person
The
the other
story
year.
is all about
Yeah.
like how them having sex changes their like the people either side's holiday.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. But we can't have Quentin Tarantino involved. What we need
We
is
haven't- no.
What we need
Is Rocco
Rocky
fucking
Flintstone.
Siffredi. No, Rocco fucking
No,
Siffredi.
Rocky Flintstone from My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Oh, well, writing, yes, but we need Rocco Siffredi directing.
Oh, and that inspired him to write Belinda Blinked.
There we go.
Because he saw a meeting for a pots and pans industry go into the room, and what he saw
there
come
for a
out of the room was he was there for a convention, and what he saw coming out was a little bit like Justify My Love, Madonna.
Done.
That might actually be the most complicated porn I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, but that's worth it.
Apart
That's
from
better
maybe
than
Caligula.
oh, here we go, slip it in.
I don't know.
I want a bit of plot.
I showed you a brilliant porn clip the other day.
That's not complicated, though. That's just art.
So give it a look. I found it on X Hamster, but find it anywhere. And it is Carly Gray is the worst babysitter ever. And it, yeah, and it is basically a clip where it starts and this dude's walking around a house trying to find said lady.
Trying to find his children.
Well, no, he keeps going, Carly,
Oh,
Carly,
yeah,
Carly.
yeah.
Eventually finds her just fucking around on her phone and goes, well, where are the kids? She goes, oh, well, your friends turned up and took them out. I'm sorry, what friends? Are they wearing CPS jackets?
All right, and leave it there. Leave it there.
no.
Leave it there. Don't over-explain it, because the opening of
The
this one...
acting is so good.
I've
Do
still...
you mean good or good bad?
No,
CPS meaning Child Protective
Yeah,
Services.
yeah, of course,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So it is so incredible.
it is.
That's
It's
disturbing.
one of those
No,
kind
it's
of...
funny. It's camp as fuck. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
acting is camp as fuck.
It's one of those
porn.
pornographic abstracts to start things off with. It is. I mean, I still haven't seen the porn because the opening is fuck me hilarious.
Oh, so funny.
You're going to have to cite that when you make this film.
I have to cite in the show notes.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we do, don't we?
Nah.
Okay,
Find it
cool.
yourselves.
Next,
So one
Cool. Let's have
from
one more at
Le
least.
Hotpot.
can you read, whilst the dead air is happening, can you read?
I certainly can.
Can you read Iggy Pop's? And don't worry about all the wine at the bottom.
Do you want to explain what book this is from?
Yeah, I did. So basically, this is the Little Red Riders book, forward word by Steve Lamacq, who I think actually compiled all of these. And they're just excerpts from different bands' riders. And I don't know how like truthful they are, because this could be all like conjecture. This could be like
Made up, yeah.
yeah, but I really liked Iggy Pop's one. Don't worry about like the bottom of the rider is just like loads of different names of wine, but up until that point it's fucking hilarious whilst I pick a new topic.
Do you know what? I'm actually interested in the wine. So 2 bottles of Bordeaux type red wine.
Are you starting from the bottom?
First choice.
What's wrong with you?
A Merlot Saint-Emilion Pemerol or Pouillet years 86, 89 or 90. Second choice, a Barolo or Barbaresco 89 or 90. So those are the wine choices. Before that, we've got a sharp knife, Chinese gunpowder tea, an English language newspaper, a monitor man who speaks good English and is not afraid of death. Bob Hope impersonator, 7 dwarves, and 6 bottles of decent local beer.
Well done, there, man.
Bob Hope impersonator.
Fantastic.
Joker to the end, man. Okay, Chris Howitt's a bug.
Hey.
If you could make my film, fiction or non-fiction, what would it be about? Oh, sorry, it wasn't it was any. If you could make any film, fiction or non-fiction, what would it be about?
Ooh.
That is a big one, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially seeing as the one I would make has been made. Imitation Game, the story of, like, Turing breaking the Enigma code.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, is it
Benedict
respectful?
Cumberfuck is incredible in it.
He's always fucking incredible, isn't he, really?
Yeah. Well, they did leave out
is
the
it
nice
respectful?
bit of, well, not, I say nice bit, the legend goes that he killed himself with a poison apple. Which
Does it have all
has
of the...
been riffed on by the Regular Features podcast, and I'll quickly steal their joke for this. Log, one of the hosts of that show, was at the bar. He's a bartender. Oh, sorry, he owns a pub. And they're talking about Turing and how he killed himself with an apple. I'm just like, well, one of the punters just said, well, why do it with an apple? I'd do it with a cider. And Log just goes, in cider? If he had put it in cider in the first place, he wouldn't have had the problem. Fantastic.
Does it go through all the horrible,
I mushed that because my mouth is drunk. Sorry.
Does it go through all the horrible, like, forced...
Yeah.
The forced sterilisation.
Yeah, it does.
Or forced castration, rather. Yeah.
Very lightly, but he does go over it, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a sad story. If I was gonna make any story...
Walking Out?
No,
That would be a good film, man.
Walking Out would be a difficult film to make, and that's beyond my
No, it would
abilities.
it would be good because you have the narration going through it. This is Taran's novel that he wrote, by the way.
Books.
Books. Yeah, no, Walking Out would be difficult to get right on film. You could, you could for sure do it, but it'd be difficult to get right, I reckon. No, actually, if I could make literally any film, I would make the prequel to the Walking Out universe.
Ooh.
Also, how the zombies came to be.
It would literally just be the zombie downfall of man.
Cool.
That's all. No characters really to hold on to. Like maybe 1 or 2 who exist in the universe afterwards. You maybe see them.
Maybe like a mockumentary style, or
Yeah. So, actually, it's not one of his best, but Diaries of the Dead was one of the George A. Romero.
yeah.
Of the Dead series, which is interesting. I actually really enjoyed it. But maybe something along those lines. But it would be just mankind falling. I think would be my my film.
Not post-apocalyptic, apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good shout. I can't think of many just apocalyptic films.
No, because
that
most
don't
people
have Aerosmith soundtracks.
Mate, that's a good film, but that's because I'm a lady.
It's not a good film.
I think everyone who I know who likes it, and I fucking hate sweeping generalizations, but every single person who likes that film is a woman, and I think it was made probably for women.
Really?
Yeah, because it's all romantic. Because it's about, like, who's going to die on the meteorite.
Well, I mean, I
thing.
seem to remember enjoying it.
You liked it?
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, there's
It's not a good film.
I really like it.
mean,
Plus, that fucking soundtrack is immense. That song's
I mean,
amazing.
there is the annoying bit. The completely
Close your eyes, I
unnecessary.
want to fuck my daughter.
No, I mean, there is the really annoying bit before. I think it's just after they land on the asteroid, and one of the ministers go, "No, we can't do this anymore. Like, we've got fuck the plan. We're just going to blow up the nukes now," which is just like a complete forced bit of drama that didn't need to happen.
Right, okay, yeah.
But I mean, other than that, yeah, it's cool.
I can't think what kind of film I would like to make because I noticed this when unpacking. So I've just unpacked my books like yesterday and the day before. And most of my books are factual. Mm-hmm. I've got a gigantic First and Second World War section. And then it's mostly factual. I prefer reading factual books, I think. So I've instantly gone to maybe doing a documentary. But if I'm doing a documentary, what matters to me in life? I mean, every single documentary that I've ever seen of like subculture or something like that has never hit the nail on the head, ever. It's always been like a I don't know, look at these freaks, or pretentious. So I don't know, maybe there's a way of doing that actually shows like the culture of a city or something like that doesn't make it so fucking like,
look
at them,
I get that.
or
I mean,
pretentious.
I don't think I could do a documentary. Like, there's a lot I'd want to say in a documentary that I'd have to turn into a series of documentaries. But the theme of the series would be not, hey, this is the way the world is. It'd be, I'd attack certain things. Like, for instance, one documentary would be on vegetarianism and veganism. One would be on, this war over here.
That would be interesting.
But the whole thing would be based around on going, hey, look,
there are other people.
This is more fucked up than you know. And both sides are wrong.
Yeah.
But at the moment, both sides are required. And it's nice to have the radical sides to it, putting things towards a centre, if you will. But it would have to be a series. I couldn't do it in one documentary.
It would be a good series.
Talking of which, there is I've only just watched the first episode, but there's a series on the BBC documentary series at the moment called Utopia. And I don't know about outside of this country, but in this country, you can just go to BBC iPlayer, check it out. It's a series just kind of dives into the idea of whether or not a utopia is possible.
Okay.
And the first episode, it just fucking goes places. It goes with, is it Thomas More who originally wrote Utopia? Utopia being originally a pun meaning no place.
Oh, really? Is that what utopia means?
Yeah.
How weird that it's almost been like, not to quell anyone's deep-seated like roots and stuff like that, but utopia brings up things of like Babylon kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing, like the term we come across more so these days is dystopia.
Right.
Like, because it appears that when you study a utopia too hard, it becomes dystopic.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as free as it, but like this.
There's, you cannot have that much good without some bad.
Exactly.
Like, it's
exactly.
impossible.
And, you know.
That is not life.
Yeah. And I mean, there are plenty of dystopic, fiction to explore. Yeah, there's 1984, of course, the obvious one. There's Brave New World. There's the Hunger Games. To a certain extent, there's Battle Royale. You know, it's all kind of like studies of the future in which things run in a certain way that's just seems to cause order, but causes disorder.
Yeah. There's always going to be an underbelly to that.
But I highly recommend checking out the Utopia series. Like, I've only watched the first one so far, and it looks cool. And also, it's convinced me to maybe give Man in the High Castle a chance. Man in the High Castle is an Amazon series.
Okay.
Based off of a Philip K. Dick book, in which it's kind of alternate history in which the Nazis won. And it's based in Nazi America. Okay. And it seemed that the bits I saw kind of seems to deal with, you've kind of got a super Nazi, and then he runs up against a thing that challenges the principles of Nazism.
Sorry, that was Tom coming back.
I couldn't hold it any longer.
Nah, fair enough.
The thing with the, like, I've suddenly realised, like, there are some documentaries that need to be told that would be really, really good messages. But I've just realised the topic was, if you could make any film, fact or fiction, what would it be? It would be British comedy through the ages.
That's a good fucking shout.
Can you imagine how fun that would be? You'd be able to, unfortunately, a lot of them are dead now that I would want to interview, but you could interview all of these massive people of British comedy. And then like intersplice some of your favourite scenes.
It'd be like an Aristocrats in England.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That would be really fun.
You could just call it the British Comedy Aristocrat.
Try and get Monty Python all in one room. Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. 1 foot in the grave.
Oh, those funny guys.
Whoa!
Whoa!
On the documentary side, like, I watched a really cool documentary about a year ago called Baseline, which is the forming of dubstep. It's the Croydon sound. It's that, how it came to be and all that kind of stuff. Imagine that for industrial music. So if you could have like Skitty Puppy and 9 Inch Nails and all this kind of stuff, and where it's gone now with
that'd be
Glitch
interesting.
Mode
You could go over to Australia and film Alex B from Lynchwomen.
Yeah, there we go.
No,
That'd be
actually,
fun.
that'd be really interesting. Because, I mean, would it start with Atari Teenage Riot?
No.
Just hardcore. Where
That's developed.
No, that's digital hardcore. I'm
That's
talking
developed
industrial
as
as a
well.
genre.
industrial. Sorry, yeah, my bad.
Actually, to be honest, yeah, you need to narrow it down to a specific, very tight genre type.
Would you?
Otherwise
Might
you'd
as well be digital hardcore.
Because you couldn't do it
No.
for 2 hours based on industrial music because it would
but
take fucking hours.
You want to be able to look at the branches off of that, surely.
That's why it would take like 6 days to make this.
Which I guess is what
show
you were
this
saying as well.
documentary.
It would have to be a
It
series.
needs to be tighter. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I guess, like, my ultimate answer is I will stick to the prequel to the Walking Out universe, which is just a film of people, like, fighting and dying.
Oh.
And maybe you'll see some characters who exist in the universe.
I was about to say, can I be in it? But I don't want to die.
Basically, you want to
you
make you want to make the film that World War Z should have been, based on the book.
Oh, dude, don't. Just don't.
Because that
oh my
Max Brooks,
God, that
book
film
is incredible. Especially the audio book as well is incredible.
I would want to know what film you'd make from I Am Legend, because I loved that film, but I'd never
I'd make
read.
one that's closer to the book,
Well,
which
go
is
on,
just
then.
about this man who's stuck in a house while his neighbour zombie type vampire thing is taunting him. That's what that fucking book is.
is it?
Yeah, it's like
I need to
it's the
read it,
experience
to
of
be
loss
fair.
and losing his family, and it's not that fucking film at all.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring that up just for pure
No,
rage.
yeah, the book I Am Legend is the comic book is fucking brilliant. The film is just piff.
Oh,
I actually really enjoyed the film.
We're all done.
I fucking
We're at
love
2
that
hours.
film.
We're at 2 hours.
We are at 2 hours.
Bearing in mind, we've got like
And a musical interlude.
15 minutes and shit.
No, we're
on
at
the,
2 hours on the counter, minus the 5 minutes I didn't start
Yeah,
it,
plus-
plus musical interlude.
Yeah, plus all the time we were talking about.
ArcTanGent.
Yeah,
Should we go a little bit longer then?
we're doing
One more topic
We'll do
from the
one more
community.
topic.
From the community.
Just one more topic.
It's going to be fucking philosophical.
Captain Sickbeard, I will see you, Kawaii Illuminati,
Right on.
and raise you the Badger conspiracy.
Right, do we have to look this up?
No, we don't.
I like the fact his whimsy animal is the same animal I always go to. for
And
whimsy.
also for me, well, I mean, specifically for me, is the golden badger. And I think that's probably what's at the center of the badger conspiracy. Because, like, the Kawaii Illuminati, let's break this down. Anything as powerful as the Kawaii Illuminati.
With enough
something
force.
that can control the world through pure cuteness and adorability alone. The
I see
only
you,
thing
Kimmy.
that could defeat it would be the golden badger. So the badger conspiracy is... So, at this point, which one's S.H.I.E.L.D. and which one's Hydra?
So I'm going to guess that the badgers are the fascists' overlords.
No, I think the Kawaii is.
Now,
Cute is a method of control. Badgers just eat nuts. Like
What?
your actual testicles.
And your
If you get too close
Oh,
to
I
them.
was going to say.
okay, all right. Hydra's the Kwai. So,
Kawaii.
I reckon.
who is Captain America in this case?
Who is Captain America in this case?
Hopefully not the person who actually plays it in the movies.
Chris Evans? Fucking love him.
I think I just don't like Captain America. He's just so
You're
boring.
wrong. You're
Oh,
wrong.
see, this
You're
is
fucking
weird
wrong.
because I hated Captain America until I saw Chris Evans portray him. I was like, oh, okay, no, that's cool.
To be fair, I think
He's
he
a
might
soldier,
be
and he's
he might be the
American.
best person to actually
always-
do that role.
He always does what's right, even if it's against America. He's so fucking cool. I fucking love Captain America.
I mean, he's an actual full blown constitutional American,
Yeah, he represents
not
freedom.
a modern American.
Actually, that comes up and play in many books as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, okay, so I think let's be on the side of the badgers.
Well,
Okay.
I wouldn't want to be against them. They're pretty big. I've only ever seen one badger in real life, and that was roadkill, and it's fucking massive.
You've already seen one dead badger?
Was I supposed to be in a group? What,
Well,
what's going on?
I assume living in England and driving on roads occasionally, or being driven.
I've seen a
roads.
lot of dead pheasants, but only one
Not
dead
that many
badger.
badgers.
One dead badger.
I saw one this week.
I'd love to see one in real life.
Well, you won't.
Oh, badgers
They
are
tend to-
wonderful.
They tend to
They are
fuck
really
off
cool.
as soon
Yeah,
as you get anywhere
and plus
near them.
they're pretty fucking brutal by the sound of it.
They're territorial, but they also run
Understandably
away
brutal.
and hide.
But they've got a lot of weapons that would absolutely assimilate me.
What, like the Borg?
Assimilate was not the right word, was it?
No, but we're going with
Obliterate.
No, let's go with that.
I love the idea.
I am the badger conspiracy.
We now have 2 hydras.
I like the idea that rather than upwind, you accidentally sit downwind of a badger set trying to watch them, and a badger walks up to you, holds up a hand, and then
Resistance is
these
futile.
fucking things pop out of its wrist and just go around the back of your neck and assimilate you.
I was like, Beth,
So,
did you just
you
get the
are
sound of a
badger
dying
now.
giraffe?
Thank fuck someone got it.
Mwah. Shit, I hate dogs.
Mate, to be honest, we're missing a fantastic sunset.
Yeah, it's cool.
No,
I think
sun sets on after explosions in the sky.
Right.
boom. I think we're all right. I think like the badger conspiracy is the way we want to go, rather than Kawaii Illuminati. Badgers. I will take the side of badgers.
What are you most scared of? Because you.
What am I most scared of?
Yeah, of the Kawaii Illuminati, which, by the sounds of it, you are pretty afraid of. They're
Not afraid of. You can't be afraid of it. You want it. At the same time as you can't have it, because it will ruin you.
Well, I mean, the
and
thing I'm
destroy your
most afraid
freedom.
of is my understanding of the world and my life and my friends to be utterly incorrect.
You're afraid
That's
of
the
your
thing I'm
friends
with.
being incorrect.
No, I'm afraid of me being incorrect in relation to my friends.
Oh, then be more sorry. Done.
Ah, okay, cool. So I just need to take the Beth approach.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Taz, what have you done? What have
you
you
asked
done?
the question.
You're assimilating them.
I am. I will suck all of your energy.
I will become one with the badger.
Right then.
Well, cool. I mean, that was the topic,
Ish.
I guess.
Throw a ranker-throop into
Let's
it.
wrap this up.
Cool. Right. Does anyone have anything to plug?
Yes,
I don't. So you go
I
first.
do. So talanas are going on tour.
Whee!
Come see us. Come see us and bounce around with us because it's a lot of fun.
Where are you going to be?
We are going to be on Thursday, November the 9th. We're going to be at Boston Music Rooms, which is in Tufnell Park in London. And then on Friday, we're going to be at the Fenton in Leeds. That's the 10th of November. Saturday, November the 11th, we're going to be at the Garage in Glasgow. And support for the Boston show, the Boston Music Room show and the Glasgow show is we're supporting them, Vulture Industries and Code.
Cool.
Oh, shit. I forgot that. I completely forgot that. Is that in London?
Well, one of them's in London, the Boston Music Rooms, which is only
And
in
you're
Tufnell Park.
supporting Vulture Industry. Yeah. And
Yeah,
the
Vulture
9th
Industry's
of
awesome as
November?
9th of November.
I don't go to New Zealand until the 13th.
Yeah, let's do it.
I need to-
And it's also...
I can't tell you how much I want to see Vulture Industries live. Oh my god!
Can we...
Oh
can
my
we-
god!
This is a plug for Talanas.
Can we
so-
splice that so that you said talanas before?
Yeah, we'll edit it.
good.
Well, I mean, okay, I can balance this with I've probably seen talanas more than
Yeah,
any
you've
other
seen-
band
you've
other
seen
than
them.
Haken.
You are
Maybe on par with Riverside. I've seen talanas a lot. I enjoy seeing them live. They're good. They're fun live.
We're very fun live. The end.
Cool. Taz, do you want to do something?
Yeah, wicked. I'll just plug the book as usual. You can find my book at Amazon. If you have a Kindle, just have a look for.
If you have anything, if you have a computer, if you have a phone, you can get it.
You can get it.
Yeah, but you
For
need to
very
do it
cheap.
on the Kindle server. So have a look for Walking Out. It's there. And
I know
it'll be the
so
one
many people-
by Taryn Wilmore and Dean Spencer. Dean Spencer did the art. Always check out Dean Spencer for the art.
Seriously, so many people on the podcast have bigged up your book. But I just want to put my threepenny piece out there
Ooh.
and just say,
Don't
Her
do tuppence.
threepenny, not a tuppenny.
Okay.
Her threepenny.
I just want to say it is really, really good. You will not be able to put it down. I promise you. It's very, very good.
It's sticky. You just can't let
Yeah,
go.
you can't throw it away.
But yeah, you can find it on Amazon, walking out. Also, if you really, really need to contact me, don't expect anything new on the page, but you can message me at facebook.com/Tarrawilmore-books. That's TARANWILMORE books.
Cool. And just because we played it before coming into the shed, I'm going to plug a little known Steam game on the PC called Personal Disco VR.
You can't put Steam on a PC.
This is the one thing I didn't get round to in the what we've been up to. Oh my god. The best thing about that game is if you want to design someone to have a dance with you, you have so many sliders.
Basically,
many sliders.
it's the way it's described on the Steam store page is insane. Go and read it. But it is basically you have a group of dancers and you have your own little disco party in a VR world. It's basically a room with a light up floor and you just dance with these characters. However, you can edit them. You can modify them.
Are they actual online users?
No. They are just AI.
Well, that's fucking sad.
Yep. And what is even sadder is the amount of modifications you can do to their bodies. They have a slider for goblinness. They have a slider for pregnant. Hag hand, witch hand. These are all genres of post-rock. Nose age.
Yeah, there's a slider for nose age.
They have cheek pucker. They have, it is glorious. If you don't have VR, just go look at YouTube videos of it. Tons of people have done it. Especially go and look at, Node. Node covered it and it was fucking hilarious. Done.
Sweet.
Right
then.
Cue the music.
Orangafruit, I fucking love you. I watched some of your most recent live videos.
Oh, right, early plug. Wicked.
Yeah.
Do it.
Seriously, check out Orangafruit on YouTube as well, because then you get to see the full performance.
Yeah, cool. Thank you very much. Do you want to do the rest of that one while we're there?
No, it's all right. We'll do it in the usual order.
No, let's do Orangafruit first for once.
We'll do Orangafruit first.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, okay. So, listen, we can hear right now is the song Triples with 3 Ps by Orangafruit with 2 Us and an umlaut. They are amazing. Thank you very much, Orangafruit with 2 Us and an umlaut for the use of the use of the song Triples with 3 Ps as our play in and play out music. You can find their music on Bandcamp. Go have a listen, and if you really like it, if you find a use for it, just buy it. They deserve your money. They're really good. Also, check them out on YouTube apparently, because there's some fun performances.
Very fun.
Specifically, if you really want to go that deep, Dave plays the eigenharp, and you can have a look at this entirely unique instrument and how it works. Tom, where you go?
I'm also going to say on Bandcamp you can buy all of their music very cheap.
Yeah.
As one package.
Yeah.
So, share and tell a friend about this podcast. It's the only way we're going to get more listeners. Our website is poptopicpodcast.com. Send your emails, audio topics, and gubbins to emails at poptopicpodcast.com.
More audio topics, please.
Yes, please, actually.
What's the email address, Tom?
I've already done it. But emails at poptopicpodcast.com again. We also could do with some topics, so go to poptopicpodcast.com, submit those, and search Pop Topic on all your social medias for our links and shit, and rate reviews on iTunes, Stitcher, 5-star bitches, like the video on YouTube if that's for listening to us. And with that, can I get a resounding post-rock, math rock crossover, Boshti? Now some big lad.
Cool. Alright, I mean, I guess I'm ready. But, actually, do you know what? Let's start by pointing that at my face.
That might help. Make sure pop shields are a decent size away, and your face is just like my dad said, a good fist is all you need. There we go.
A good fist.
Bad fist.
This is a good fist. Sex joke.
You know,
Oh yeah, that's the punchline limit. He's right on the mic. Punchline.
Punchline. Oh, that was a pop. Sorry.
Life went all over the place then. What about something about bad fist? Oh yes, you know, you were mentioning on the podcast actually about my dad wrote a porno podcast about how they don't seem to know anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were talking. It was one of the recent ones. Someone had sent them the belladonna fist, a link to it.
Yeah, and they hadn't.
And they
put it
had
together.
no idea.
And in the first,
They still don't know who belladonna is.
no, in the first story, Rocky accidentally calls Bella Donna.
Yeah.
So I think we found out his taste in porn. I was gonna
Yeah.
message them on Instagram actually and point it out to them just in case no one else has.
Can't believe that no one will have told them. But
Yeah,
it
that's what I
seems so
thought.
weird.
But no, they've not said anything about it, so maybe no one has. Maybe everyone who listens to it is as vanilla. Nah,
Well, she is like one of the biggest, surely.
Wait, Alan, so
wide, like gaping. Yeah.
Well, belladonna.
She's got good muscle control.
She does have good. She certainly has that.
Yeah, she can fucking prolapse it and suck it back up. It's like, ugh. It's like a fly trying to eat dinner.
Yummy.
Oh, mommy.
Oh, I bought some baby bells.
Oh no, lovely.
Did you like one?
I don't know. I'm all right for the time being.
Because all you need is a sticky, cheesy mouth on a microphone. Oh, that was horrible.
Man, what we got in the way of juices? Have we got apple? We got mango? We got cranberry.
So if you want sweet, tropical, or dry, I guess.
Oh, you can mix them all up. That'd be
Wrong.
beautiful.
Absolutely wrong.
I'm the one with the
Cranberry and
tip
apple,
bag.
fair enough.
Apple and mango.
Yeah.
Cranberry and mango.
No.
Yeah.
No, a
That
bit
seems
Ocean Spray
sacrilegious.
do one that's cranberry and mango.
Cranberry
Bad.
mango.
Good start to the
Crambian.
Crab apple.
I do like me them Crambian mangoes.
Is that just water in that glass?
That is just water in that glass.
Okay. Nice.
It was actually my hidden vodka. I've brought my own vodka. I will drink by the pint. Starting now. Umami.
Acting 101.
Visual joke. Punchline. All right,
We good? Yeah. I think
Should we have some silence and we'll get on?
is
As
a
the plane. I think it's coming at us.
Children screaming in the background. Starting to sound a little apocalyptic. Let's do a podcast.
It's just a really weird Doppler effect we're picking up, isn't it?
I'm just waiting for Wile E. Coyote to hit the dirt here. Okay, the coffee's having an effect. I'm making jokes. Damn it, come on.
Yeah, boy.
Do you have any coffee left?
Not in my mug, no. I thought
Okay.
I'd neck it.
No, it's a good idea.
Once the vodka starts flowing, I'm sure I'll slur and be tired.
You're lucky I didn't just... I was tempted to just say wine, even though I didn't want wine. Just because that would just make everyone go...
Oh, I've drunk way too much wine recently. Like, at work, they were trying to get rid of stock before the end of the year. And they had magnums of this fucking lovely Bordeaux.
I didn't know you could get magnums of wine.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not like in a restaurant though. Like red wine magnums.
Also,
weird.
like we couldn't have red wine because red
Try to
wine is
pour it.
another massive criminal for the.
Yeah.
So that means rosé and
just
white
nice
wine.
and summery.
White wine's dangerous. The only way I can drink white wine is quickly. If I give
That's
my
why it's dangerous.
Everything.
yes. Well, not everything.
Name something.
Like a really expensive whiskey, I'll drink that slowly.
The first one.
No, I mean,
First bottle.
like if I know that is a glass of £35, I'll take my time over it.
Yeah, fair.
I'll take my time over it.
And turn it into wee.
Because you're cheap.
And then I enjoy turning expensive things into piss.
Sure you don't want to come on a mic, you mean?
I will not have my name attached to this.
I shall not have a baby bell.
Well, feel free to just shout "dickhead" at us every time you want.
Right.
Another
plane.
I think we might just have to suck it up because it's afternoon on a bank holiday. I think we might have to suck it up and just close the doors and some of the windows because it's going to be really noisy the entire time.
I'm happy either way.
I'm happy. Like,
Shut the door. We'll see. We can leave the windows open for a bit. See if it makes any difference. That's the thing. I don't think it's going to make much difference. The building's made out of wood.
I think that did make a little difference.
Yeah, maybe.
it's made a considerable difference.
It's made it less echoey.
We mean noise, not light.
Sorry.
There is no other way of doing it, but it's quite funny to have to wait.
Right. Okay. I'm just going to get the game. I know it's going to get warm. Come on, Tom.
I'm alright at the moment.
Yeah. At the moment,
I prefer to do it on air.
I'm alright. Yeah. Fair enough. Fuck
More
it, this
ASMR
time.
stuff. Russell.
So they can hear the of my back sweat on the plastic chair.
Oh, listeners, would you like to hear some chest?
He trimmed it today.
No, that was the face.
Oh, okay.
Pronounced different. Much more percussive. Percussive? Slithery. Percussive? Slithery. You're right, we need a 360-degree camera.
Yeah. Alright, cool. If I
What,
go
like 70s show?
yeah. Right, cool. Let's have some silence then.
That was the perfect opportunity to scream dick.
Gonna go for a pee
Sounds good.
Shall I go buy another bottle
and
of
cool
vodka?
down for a second.
You could absolutely go buy another bottle of vodka.
Mistake. Punchline.
Do you think that's a good idea?
No, get it.
Yeah?
It's fine.
I have to put my pants on though.
That
Don't
is a bad
have
idea.
to.
I'll do.
Right, I want a photo with
Overdone
your top
sort
off.
Sorry?
Come on.